Hello, everybody. Welcome to the H.O.N Show. Today we are doing a kind of different or special segment or episode where we're going to be answering random questions that are inspired by other creators and by ourselves and our beautiful brains. So,
I know.
yeah.
Thirsty Thursday.
This is. If you're still watching this, thank you very much. If you're still watching, but yeah, so basically,
What happened?
I started crying laughing. I was trying to choke.
if you're still watching here, thank you
Imagine
very
we
much.
filmed you dying.
No, we'll get so many views.
I know. It is kind of funny seeing the chair without you. It's kind of like one of those like cursed images. Like it's just the chair. Like where'd you
Instead
go?
of the Han Show, will be called the On Show, and then when we can have a segment called Turned On.
I'm glad I won't be here for that.
Okay. Well, basically, today we are doing. We're gonna be answering, or we have nine kind of segments, questions, or not nine. There's more than 9. 11
11.
segments, questions. Little. Not. I don't really know how to explain it, but we're gonna be answering them. And then this is basically a clip farm podcast, so a lot of these videos will be made into shorts. But you have the privilege of watching.
We're shameless.
Yeah.
All of us. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get Egg Dude's almost choking if you just watch the shorts.
Yeah, you're not
okay?
gonna.
You're not gonna get
That's the
that.
special
Humorous
stuff.
Wizard almost choking.
Wait, no, but we gotta clip farm that too. That's not
Oh, okay, never mind. You will be getting that.
Nothing exclusive anymore.
You know what you
Clip
should
farm
also do?
independent.
We should spoiler. We should do a question where we ask what albums turn you on. That should be what that segment is.
Album based on a feeling. What?
Turns you on. What would be that
Anyways,
for
You know
me?
what?
I don't know.
You know what? I'll write it down. Okay, so the first question. What are some of your guys' like album red flags? So like as in like before even listening to the album, like you just look at it and you see something that kind of like ticks you off. You're like, oh, this isn't gonna be good. Like what's like your album red flag or like multiple? You have them.
Who wants to go first? I have something. I don't know.
When they manipulate me for feeling bad for something I didn't do.
So like, just like as an example, like, which this might not be like a good example, but like, is it like when like Eminem makes songs like "F you," but it's like you didn't do anything. You're just like listening to him.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, next red flag.
That was your
Okay.
red flag?
No, it was a joke.
Okay. We can cut that out.
No, clip farm.
Clip farm. Okay.
The bloopers. You gotta make a blooper reel.
I guess I could go first. So I think for album red flags, it's kind of hard because a lot of when I was thinking through this, it's like a lot of the things that I thought were red flags, I could think of good examples of. But one of the main things is that, I mean, I haven't listened to too many albums like this, but I'm not really interested in, is albums where it's just like the artist's like face in the cover. Like it's not like anything like that crazy. It's just like themselves in the cover. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think a good album.
Wait, I'll wait.
Really helpful.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, good album cover
Well,
definitely helps the. Or at least that's for me. I haven't. Maybe there's albums that like again I don't think it's all bad, but.
Igor. Listen to Igor.
Well,
But the thing is, that's pretty like it's became.
I mean, like
iconic. That's
basic
the most
like
iconic.
photo shoot, like no editing, like just basic photos of.
Have
people.
y'all seen the horror of the Billy Joe Piano Man album cover? I don't know what he was thinking.
What?
Like what was
Wait,
he
what,
thinking?
what happened in the Billy Joel art? Wait,
Bro, you look.
what happened in the Billy Joel album cover?
You just gotta see, man.
Billy Joel?
Not, yeah, Billy Joel, Piano Man album cover.
Piano Man.
It is.
Man.
It is. He looks interesting. Maybe there's deep meaning behind it, but.
Focus on.
It's just.
Oliver, if we
Okay,
turn the
my
lights
bad.
off, I think we could recreate that.
Low key.
Robert, turn off the white mode on your Discord.
I don't have white mode. I just have it on Egdude's screen.
Okay, well, yeah, that's my album Red Flag, and it's not like albums with, like I said, with like Igor is different because they add like a filter, they add like, it adds more creativity to it, and it's a character he's playing, and I'm fine with
Exactly.
that. But if it's just the artist, like even it's not just a face shot, but I feel like it's like them posing, not posing, but like it's just a basic photo with nothing really done to it. And there's like text on the screen. That's probably a big thing that is a red flag.
Kind of like that one album by Gracie Abrams.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
it's like your
that, yeah,
face with
yeah, yeah.
text. Yeah.
See,
Oh,
yeah. Nick, you have more? Or is that just one?
That's just my that.
Okay.
That's the only one I could think
Yeah.
of.
So look, I'm not sure if this even counts as a red flag, but like, it's like if no matter, even if the album's amazing, if the audio is just really loud occasionally and it's just like up and down, it really like is like a big like it's like no matter how good the music is, it's just kind of hard to listen to. I don't know. I'm really like I guess I don't know, nitpicky with like I want like for like the audio, like sometimes if it's like quiet one time just like blasts the other time, it can be really annoying. Some songs I will say it's in its favor. I think like Dance Yourself Clean is kind of like that's like it's purposely doing that and it's kind of really in its favor that boost up like that. But when it's kind of not like random stuff, it's just really louder than the other stuff. It's kind of really hard to listen to.
Do you have any? Are there any times you've listened to it like that you can recall that were like that? Any albums that you?
Well, one I was just talking about, album I haven't listened to. It's why it kind of counts as a red flag. Sometimes I like to like listen to a one or song album from the album. I was gonna listen to a Bob Dylan album, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to Agnew about this, Ignacy about this, but he obviously his acoustic, his voice, and a harmonica. His voice and the acoustic guitar is like, and then it's like nice, solid sound. The harmonica is the most horrible screeching loud noise. Like it was like, like I had to like I flinched when I heard it. It's ear piercing, and it's only in one side of the ear too. So it's like pounding on one ear. It was just like I want to listen to this album, but it's just I can't like it's like that's like the most extreme example I've ever heard of. Like it was just insanely loud. It was I'm not sure if the any other Billy Joel albums like are like this, but it was Free Will and Bob Dylan.
Free Will.
Free Will and Bob Dylan. Free Willin', yeah. Bob Dylan.
What about you, Egg Dude? What about you?
my album Red Flag. Like something that kind of turns me off from an album, like, because again, like sometimes I will look at the track list. I'll see how long it is, um, to see like if I have time to like hear it in its entirety, uh, on first listen, since that's like a big thing for me. But something that turns me off from albums quite a bit, or not like turns me off from it, but like it's basically just like a red flag, is when it's like an album has like 10 songs or less, but it's like longer than 50 minutes.
Oh, I
Like,
mean, yeah.
I feel like, yeah, because it's like, one that comes to mind for me is the new Abnormal, which I have listened to by The Strokes. Like,
Mm.
that is an album that I like, but again, it's 9 songs in like 50 minutes.
It's definitely
Um,
daunting on first
and
listen.
yeah, um, and like it does work, but like with that album, like, again, like it's a little like, for me, I'm pretty 50-50 on the songs. Like, the songs that I like, I feel like they go by really quickly, but then the songs that I don't like as much kind of drag on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's my biggest album red flag for sure. For our next question, we're bringing back an oldie but a goodie. um, what is the first album cover that comes to mind when we say these colors?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue.
Blue. I mean, I can't not think of Weezer. I mean,
Yeah,
come
it has
on.
to be Weezer. Blue.
You can't like. It's not a way.
I would say, honestly, Nevermind by Nirvana.
Ooh.
That's fair.
That's
Thinking about
that's my
it,
first
yeah.
one that comes
Thinking
to
about
mind.
it more, I would probably say Imaginal Disc. But like the first
I guess
thing,
yeah.
like for
Yeah.
me, it'd probably be Imaginal Disc. But Weezer Blue is just so iconic that whenever I think of an album with Blue, that's what pops up, and it's kind
Yeah.
of like I can't control it.
Should we all think of it before we say it so we don't influence other people's minds? And then we all say
Because
it.
I have them written down. Like I was thinking like what color like.
Okay, so I'm good. So I can just okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Green.
Green, Brat probably. That's the one.
I
That's the
keep
one I
on
wrote
thinking
down.
of Weezer. That's the problem with the colors. They've once you get out of the Weezer colors, once you get out of the Weezer colors, okay, I'll do good. It's like when you say green, it's like, well, it's the Green Album. You know what I mean? It's like I can't
Yeah.
not think of that.
Again? Anyway,
Again.
I'd agree with Nate on Brat. Partly because I have the Brat album cover. Like I have like multiple copies of Brat, like looking at me every time I record. It's like behind the camera. Pink.
Pink.
The Barbie album, soundtrack album. I don't know if that counts.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. It's all original music. So yeah, the Barbie soundtrack.
Yeah.
Pink. What albums are pink? I didn't think of this one. I guess I haven't really listened to this album much, but what is it called? Loveless by My Bloody Valentine. It was like a shoegaze album. That's the first album when I think of Pink, but it's not like anything. Yeah, I haven't. I think that's probably what my first would be. I think it's called.
I'd probably say Igor.
Oh, Igor! How did I
that's
forget
of
about the
course.
Igor guy?
Also, Godwin
How
and
did I forget about
Satan.
Igor, man?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
I said Godwin and Satan. That's a
Oh, yeah.
ball of knowledge. But
Also, Nate, isn't Mercurial World also kind of pink?
Yeah. It's like, wait, hold up.
It's like
and then
grayish.
also yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's primarily gray, but like the center is like pink. So
Then
yeah, I
who
guess
really
I can see
cares
that.
too? I would say counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of one like that was mainly pink, but like looking at it now, even I've never listened to this album before, but for some reason, Little Uzi Vert made the Pink tape. I never really
yeah.
want to listen to that album, but like I think of the album cover when I hear Pink. So
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Black.
Black. Okay, Violator by Depeche Mode. So when I first listened to this album,
AM.
Yeah, I first listened to this album with my mom, like in a car when we were heading back from the Magdalena Bay concert at night while we were driving. So it was a really cool experience. So I kind of picture, I mean, I know that there's like a red rose in the center of it, but the primary color is black. So that's what I think of.
I agree with Oliver.
Yeah.
AM.
I mean, I'm
Right behind
looking
me.
at it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's hard to not
Yeah.
say AM.
Yeah, that's.
And finally, Gamboge.
Hold up.
Hold up now. Let me cook.
I got one already.
I think I have one. I just need to check if it's actually Gamboge. Like, I mean, it's obviously not gonna. It's kind of when you search up Gamboge on Google, it's like just multiple different colors. Hold up.
Oh, I know.
Gamboge is-
Pure Guava by Ween.
And Gamboge is like a kind of caramel,
Yeah. I think,
caramel orange color. For the record.
I think I would. My first one that comes to mind is Alice in Chains' fourth album. They're self-titled. It's got like it's kind of a mix between like yellowish and orange. But hold up.
Honestly, for me, it was
the
Pure Guava by Ween, and then also Everything You've Come to Expect. Those two.
Oh yeah.
I would say Everything Will Be Alright in the End by Weezer. I had to fit in one more
Oh.
Weezer album.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
But yeah, well, that was an album, 3 albums really for every color.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next question, we actually we borrowed this from NFR podcast. So
Thank you,
shout out to them. So tough. Anyway,
If this
a
gets to
topic that they
100,000 likes, we'll get them on the channel, maybe, perchance.
Perchance.
We will. We will kidnap them. Anyway, we will Canadian nap them.
Oh.
But their topic in this question that they asked each other was do you agree with the Anthony Fantano Needle Drop review score? So I have some albums here that we've all okay. Well, I don't think we've all listened to like all these albums, but enough of us have listened to enough of these albums to like have like kind of an opinion on it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, in Times New Roman, he gave a decent 6. Agree or
Absolutely
disagree?
fucking false. Okay, so okay. Here's what people don't understand about that album. Okay, look, I think it deserves. I'd give it around an 8 if I'm being honest. I love that album, maybe even higher, but I'd say an 8's a decent. Because I know he gave Villains a 6, right? Around 6, the same thing. In Times New Roman is so much better. I get people say like the production is not good or the mixing. I forgot which one. I don't really notice
Thanks to
anything really
mixing.
there's nothing really actually bothers me on it. But I don't know. It's just so cool. I don't know. I mean, maybe because I've seen the live stuff's really good.
Oh
But it's
yeah.
just like they're just great songs. I mean, you think of Straight Jacket fitting, and it's very cohesive too. It's like it all fits together, and always like a good sound, you know. And I think that's got cool guitar sounds. I mean, I don't know. I think he just doesn't understand it, you know. He just doesn't get us us Times New Romans fans. Obviously, I mean, he's a huge Queens of Stone Age fan too. But obviously, I'm a big one. But yeah, still, that's like a top whatever. I'd put that higher than a couple of their other albums. So, not just Villains.
Yeah. I mean, like again, I mean like I am one of the people that thinks that the mixing on that album is pretty shoddy, or not shoddy, but like it does tank my opinion on it quite a bit, I feel like. But still, the more I hear it, it does grow on me more and more. So I give it like by his metric like a decent 7 probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that one, so I can't really say
Yeah,
anything.
well, I
Oh, and
think you did
Times
like
New
in the car,
Roman.
didn't you? Yeah,
Which one is that? Is that?
it's their newest one.
Oh, I
I
listened to
thought
that
you
one in the
heard it on
car.
the way to
Light Six is. I wouldn't say it's like
decent 6.
decent 6. I can't really judge it because I haven't listened to it in full. But like from what it sounded like really like. I can't really explain because I haven't fully
It was
gave the
more
album a
polished,
chance.
but it
But
still had like this cool dark sound.
yeah,
There
it's
was
got
like
a
a
good
polished
sound, and I
dark
don't
sound.
think it's as like it didn't sound mediocre at all. I mean, I get if the mixing was a problem, but I don't think it's. There was a lot of really good songs. Was Paper Machete on that song
Yeah, Paper
album?
Machete's on that
Yeah,
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
there was a few bangers on there, and
It just
they're really
the
fun to hear
guitars are
live too.
just so like it's so powerful. His lyrics are so powerful. His like the way he sings is so powerful. I feel like he doesn't sound like I feel like Queens of Stone Age he sounds powerful but crooked. This one he just sounds kind of like he still has got that Queens of Stone Age crookedness, but like he just sounds like really powerful. You know what I mean? And he sounds well versed in age. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Next up, Currents by Tame Impala. He gave a light 7.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Even as a fan, I feel like not fan. Even as someone who didn't like the album as much as like most people, even though I still quite liked it. The more I actually listened to it, the more I liked it some more.
Same.
I honestly still, I'd give it like a. I mean, I gave it decently high. I don't know. I'd give it like I'd understand if someone gave it like a 9. I maybe give it like an 8.5, but
Yeah, I don't agree. I mean, Currents was my favorite album for a while when I was first getting into music, and it still holds up to this day. There's so many really like great songs. It's such a great pop like synth pop like record. It's really yeah. I'm not exactly sure what his reasonings were for not giving it higher. Again, a light 7 isn't too bad, but for how I guess you could call it just how massive it was. Like, and not to say that if something's massive, it's immediately good, but I think it like let it. There's so many great tracks on there, and it's so. I don't think there's any song like besides maybe what's that one song? Past Life. Even though I like Past Life, like it's very consistent throughout, and it's really there's so many great songs, great lyrics. I personally would rate it higher, so I disagree.
Yeah, I would probably give it like I mean like to me it's kind of close, but it has been growing on me more the album, so I'd probably give it more like a decent or strong 7. So again, not on the dot, but like for me, it's a little closer.
Hmm.
Up next, an infamous, at least between us three, ranking of his. He gave AM by Arctic Monkeys a decent 3, and he still
Yeah.
stands by it to this day.
I mean, look, I don't agree with it, but like, it's not. I can't say that I didn't expect Anthony Fantano to. See, this isn't my favorite AM album. It's honestly probably the one I honestly revisit the least, if I'm being totally honest. Just because I think I will. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. For some reason, I think it definitely deserves a higher ranking, but I get why he kind of put it down that low. I still think the songs are really good, but in my opinion, it's like, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, there's still like really good songs. I don't know what, but I mean, I don't know. It's like I could, yeah, it's not surprising that he gave it that.
Yeah.
I would just
What?
like to remind
Yeah.
everybody. Sorry, I would just like to remind everybody that he gave uh he gave he gave Life of a Showgirl higher than this, a higher rating than this.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just
okay, then
crazy.
that's
That's just
okay.
crazy.
Okay, never mind. Okay, because I was like, okay, like what? I mean, I get it, it's not like their most like whatever like, but if he gave Life of Sugar higher than this, like not that I've listened to it, but I just
Like, how can you give Life of a Showgirl a 4 when, look, if an album is a 3, there has to be stuff that you really really didn't like about, especially for him, and I think the high like, I agree. I like AM a lot. I haven't listened to it in a while, but there's a lot of really good songs off there, and it's like there's not a way that I could see it. Like, I can see a way like he wouldn't like it or think it's not like anything special, but for it to be rated that low and other bad albums getting rated higher, like, I mean, I haven't listened to Life of Showgirl, but like just the reception of Life of Showgirl and just like looking at some of the songs and some of the song lyrics, it being nothing really special, um, instrumentally and really bad vocally, I don't understand how that could be higher
yeah,
than AM, and AM being a 3 is just kind of crazy.
I know it's like yeah again like I listen to AM probably the least out of them because I don't know I'm trying to find the right word. It's not that it doesn't have its style. It's like it's I guess their most broadest rock style, and I kind of like the Arctic Monkeys like the other like feelings of the other ones, but it's like I don't know. It's weird because I feel like all I don't know. There's like, yeah, I don't know. It still goes hard.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's kind of a testament how many streams. I'm not going to base how good an album is by how many streams, because obviously there's a lot of albums that I might not like that have a lot of streams, but it really just goes just like every single one of the songs on there is really really popular, and I think it's for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's my thing. That like, I mean, personally, like this is like an album that really largely got me into music or like hearing albums in their entirety. So for that reason, I have to give it a 10. Even though when other Arctic Monkeys fans talk about why they think it's their least favorite and stuff like that, like I can see why, because like it is like
yeah,
they did kind of like they simplified things, but they didn't take anything away from the usual Arctic Monkeys experience. It is that things were a little bit more simplified.
yeah. And also
But
the fact it's the most popular, and you see everybody else talk about it. It's
yeah,
definitely just
yeah.
automatically not
But
my favorite band.
in that review, Fantano's reasoning just isn't very sound because he said that he couldn't even see this album and how they made it a being like a mainstream decision, even though that was the entire point. The entire point of AM was that they like they like studied and employed techniques to like basically like unlock the perfect sound for like the best radio play, the most catchiness, while still like staying true to that rock and roll nature. And they hit
Yeah,
the nail on the head.
yeah,
So his
exactly.
reasoning isn't sound.
It's still Arctic Monkeys, and still like compared to all their like just very like other very just like mainstream rock albums. I mean, this I feel like this is the mainstream rock album, and I feel like it's a really good album. And I feel like there's so many other like artists that completely just copy their entire style from this album alone. You know what I mean? Like I know like I've heard like there's a lot of songs I can think it's like okay they just kind of like it just kind of sounds like Arctic Monkeys AM. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
but they were the first ones to really sound like this, Not that the sound is that innovative, in a way it kind of was, And I think people now find it more boring because of how many other people sound like it. And I'm not again. I'm not trying to sound too snobby here. Again, still, it's not like it's not like some like crazy innovating thing, but it definitely. I mean, there's a lot of artists you listen to this album and definitely try to replicate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up next we have, and this one Oliver didn't listen to, but I'm sure he's heard a few of the songs enough. Uh, Short and Sweet, he gave a decent 6 by Sabrina Carpenter.
Honestly, at first when I listened to it, I was kind of turned off by like all the lyrics, and it just felt very like it's kind of hard to explain what my first reaction was to it. It was just the I don't have a problem with vulgarity. It just or like in the album, like or in the lyrics, it just felt kind of out of place. But looking at it now, like seeing more of Sabrina Carpenter's work, it is like that is her character or that is her. So it makes more sense. And there definitely is some really good pop songs. There's some other like really like a lot of it is kind of mediocre. But Espresso is a really, really good pop song in my opinion. So I think the highs, at least it balances out to being around a 5 or a 6. So I can definitely agree with that.
Me personally, yeah, I'm still not a huge fan of this album. A few of the songs have grown on me since I first listened to it, but yeah, yeah, there's stuff that turns me away from re-listening to it, or like certain tracks. There's stuff that does sound quite mediocre or generic to me, but then there are also like a few clever and funny like songs and lyrics. But still, I probably put it like below a 5 or maybe a light 5. But if he gave if he gave Man's Best Friend a decent 6, then I'd agree. But he gave that one a lower score. So
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
yeah. Um, Up next, he gave Igor by Tyler the Creator a decent 9.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
nothing I disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I haven't
Yeah.
listened to the album in a while, but
It's Han Show approved, guys. You guys don't
Yeah.
have to get mad at
Like
us. We approve it.
yeah.
I mean, like honestly, like for me, I'd say like the exact same thing. Like it's like yeah, it's like a very like solid 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he
No
doesn't all
doubts.
that bad ratings. He's actually got a lot of good ones.
Up next by Olivia Rodrigo. He gave Sour a light 7.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. The more I've listened to Sour, the more it's been since I've for Sour, the less I think I enjoyed as much. I think it's still a really good pop album, but compared to like her second album, I think her second album's definitely way better. But that being said, I mean, I'm not I'm not that mad at him. I don't know. I guess I'm not too mad at him, but I will say it is a really good pop album. Like I don't know. It's just a downright just good pop album, and it's a little bit like just not basic, but it's more rocky than like most pop albums. Which I think that brought a lot of uniqueness to it. But still a lot of ballads and stuff like that. But still like just good songs. So I'm not too terribly mad at him, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to rate albums a little bit higher than like if I think some people like they'll think of a good album being 6 out of 10. I think a good album would be 8 out of 10. So usually my scores are a bit higher. So I could definitely see where he's coming from with it being a 7. I think I would give it around like an 8, 8.5. Like looking back at it. But there are some really really amazing songs on there. I mean, Driver's License, absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to remember some of the other songs. Hope You're Okay was good. There was I can't. There's so many like really popular songs on there. Good for You, uh,
Brutal.
Brutal. Yeah, really
But yeah,
quintessential
Deja
like
Vu.
quarantine and still like going past that era. Like I think it can definitely be revisited. So I would say I agree. I would maybe rate it a bit
I'd
higher.
put it in the
but
upper sevens, like upper 7 point whatever. I don't know. Me personally, I pretty much agree with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very soft spot for Sour, even though I do prefer Guts. I feel like Guts is like chocolate ice cream, which I do like more. And then Sour is like vanilla ice cream, which I also like, but not as much. Um, but yeah, again, like it's hard too, cause like again, like I probably give it like a light to no, I probably give like a decent 8, but him giving it a light 7 versus like a bunch of other stuff that he's ranked. And again, like it's all his opinion. Like it is crazy like seeing how high it goes above like, above some other albums, you know? Because like, in the end, like it's a really good pop album, but like next to like a lot of these more like structured, I don't know, like these other albums, like it is like strange seeing how like it like stacks up sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah,
It's obviously it's kind of hard to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know like his because obviously he doesn't rate things like really high. Like he's not giving a lot of albums nines all the time, but he's listened to so much music
Yeah.
to where it just
yeah,
like a 7 is impressive, you know?
exactly. Yeah. And the last album by Fantano's standards that we're going to be looking at is Charlie XCX's Brat, which, if you don't know, let's just say that if it was called To Pimp a Bratterfly, the rating wouldn't have changed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with him. I mean, I don't know. I think. I mean, I think again. I don't have any problem with him giving it a 10. I don't think. I feel like maybe it's a little bit like. I don't know. I think after the it being with the whole like the whole Brat Summer and how much of an impact it get, I think it would deserve a 10. But I feel like just the album itself, when like if you just listen to it right when it came out, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't agree that it's a 10. There are decent amount of songs that I think are kind of just like not that good, but there are a lot. But again, it's still very impressive. It's a very impressive electronic pop album with a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. I personally, I think I would give it like an eight. I think I give it like an 8.5 or 9, maybe. I forgot exactly what I gave it, but I mean, obviously, like pop culture wise, like that was a huge thing, and I think it definitely deserved that. I don't know musically if it was innovative. It doesn't have an album doesn't have to be innovative to be a 10. I wouldn't say it's perfect. I can't really give too many critiques though, so I see why he gave it that, and I can understand why people would give it a 10. I personally just would give it a 9. I mean, obviously, there's really, really good songs on there, really cool um, instrumentals, lyrics. But yeah, I don't, it's hard to say if I agree with him or not. Rating wise, I don't agree with him, but I understand how he got to a 10.
Yeah, I was pretty late to the Brat party. I listened to it like as soon as Brat Summer ended,
You were
basically.
late.
This guy was even later.
I
He
was
came in
late.
like he came in like the winter after. um, what's it called? But yeah, on first listen I gave it like an 8. But then it's not like this isn't the type of album that like I go like a deep dive. Like I listen to it like a bunch. For me, it was like I keep going back to it like at least once every 2 months, and every time I go back, it goes higher and higher. So now like at first it was an 8, and now it's like a 9 out of 10, which is really good for me. That's like top shelf material.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So even though I don't agree fully that it is a 10, like it's not like a 10 for me. It is like I can see how it got a whole Brat Summer for itself, and like
Mhm.
I can I can respect a rating like this. I think it is deserved, but just not one that I would fully agree with, I guess. Well, that
Yeah.
was a very in-depth discussion about
Yeah.
one busy internet music nerd.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out Anthony Fantano.
Let's
Shout out
get busy.
NFR.
Yeah. Um, Up next, Oliver, you're up for your
S-
topic question.
Yeah. Okay. I literally had this epic intro, but I forgot. Anyways, so for this next question, we're gonna be looking at albums that would fit together in a playlist that could be put in a playlist and put on shuffle and still like sound decently coherent and have a good vibe. Rules are it can't obviously be from the same artist. I will allow if I mean I don't think any of this really would count. But I guess I would allow if the artist has a second like a side project. As long as like most of the band members are different. But yeah. So I only have 3 albums. The first one is Vampire Weekend by Vampire Weekend. They're self-titled.
Oh, we're choosing. Oh, I thought we choose 2 albums. We're choosing one that would work with this.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, Nate, you can say if you want to say what albums you have.
No, I
just-
have one, but I think I have an idea.
Okay, we
but-
can do this first, and if you want, this is a bonus podcast thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, the Vampire Weekend, the debut.
Yeah. Not if you have one, I guess you can go first if Nate still have to think about it.
I have one. I actually just listened to an album like 2 or 3 weeks ago. That I was surprised because I didn't really know what to expect going into it because there's one song from it that's really popular, but it doesn't really do the entire album's sound justice. And the album has a lot of like kind of different sounds in a way that like at times like it did remind me a bit of Vampire Weekend's debut, especially the especially the lead guitar. And that was By the Way by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like
Oh, okay.
like what's it called? If you listen to Tear from that album, that song, there's a part where it's like the guitar sounds exactly like the guitar that's on uh the final track on Vampire Weekend's debut. Well, I can't remember the name.
Mhm.
The Kids Don't Stand a Chance. But it's like it sounds very similar. But like the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
So I'd say that those two would fit pretty well together. Like obviously not perfect match, but since like they both are pretty unique sounding, but I think they go hand in hand a lot more than I thought going into it.
Yeah. Nice. I still have to listen to some Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay, so I can't think of it one that would work extremely well. One album did come to mind though, and it's not exactly too much or too similar in terms of the instruments that were used, or it's not too similar in terms of the instruments that were used or the like. Yeah, like instrumentally or even vocally. Actually, no, it's a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna read. Wait, let me think. Oh yeah, so for Vampire Weekend, I guess the album that I'm going to choose that could work in a shuffle isn't really close too much instrumentally, but the whole like kind of bright feel of it and kind of like a nostalgic like looking to the future feel, I think it would work well in a shuffle with Illinois by Sufjan Stevens or Sufjan Stevens. I don't know exactly how to say it,
Uh-huh.
but it's very Illinois is like chamber pop, like folk pop, like there's a lot of like bright, kind of like that bright feel that you see with Vampire Weekend's debut. The only problem is there is some like sad, slower songs, so I don't know how well it would pair up, but I think they could go in hand with each other,
Yeah.
especially instrumentally. But that's not my best answer because I can't really I didn't know what to.
Oh, I also just realized that Nate might not have listened to the second album I'm going to suggest.
What's the second one?
So the second album is Era Vulgaras.
Oh.
I thought I should I put him in the disc. Okay. I could go with another one real quick. I say we can cut this out.
Yeah.
Ignacio, I guess I don't know if Ignacio wants to
You could do a different Queens of the Stone Age album,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Rated R or something.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, I guess yeah. So the second Queens of anyways. The second okay. So the second album is Rated R by Queens of the Stone Age. What album do you think would go well with this one?
I might need to pull up Spotify. I don't know if I have.
I would say, for me, Rated R sounds kind of summerish,
Yes, it is. So
especially on songs like Autopilot, where it's like.
Yeah.
Dun.
Also, yeah, the song "Feel Good" of the Hit of the Summer helps you. I mean, it just feels summer,
Yeah.
but also that the word "summer" added into it just makes it even more.
I think I'd say because these feel like quintessential like summer albums and they're rock albums, but they're both like desert rock and they're like kind of like that California desert rock style. Suck It and See by Arctic Monkeys
Mm-hmm.
could go pretty well, especially because Josh Homme did actually help with this one a little bit. I mean, like he helped Arctic Monkeys make their last album before this, Humbug, and then he helped them on one of the songs from Suck It and See. I feel like they go pretty hand in hand. Uh, although Suck It and See has some more like softer ballads near the end about like love and
Mm-hmm.
heartbreak. Still, um, like putting a song like Feel Good Hit of the Summer next to Library Pictures, it works, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like putting a song like Autopilot next to like Black Treacle. I think that
Uh-huh.
also works, you know.
Yeah.
So I, th- I think it's a pretty good matchup. I think it's a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
So for the final album, the secret one that I didn't tell you guys yet is Chocolate and Cheese by Ween. What album will fit with this wacky and all over the place album?
Marvin's Marvel's Mechanical Museum.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say it because it's weird. It's weird. It's weird and it's weird.
It
Obviously,
actually
like
works.
that's a good. Yeah, that's actually a good pick.
If y'all both agree on it, that's also
I
cool
agree.
too.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's my pick too.
Yeah.
If this
I
was a
honest-
competition, Egg Dude would win easily. But yeah,
For me, I don't know. I think
yeah.
just thinking now, I don't know. Obviously, I think that one is probably good. That's a really good answer. I would go with maybe something by like maybe the Viagra Boys album. Um, just because I mean it's hard because it's just so over the place. Viagra Boys album is decently over the place, but it's definitely more harder. But I'm kind of thinking of like the Viagra Boys album remind me of I can't put my finger on it a lot. Like a lot of the songs. I guess that's why I'm saying this. But yeah, Marvin's Mechanical Museum was probably the best pick. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Which one's next?
Up next, this is another borrowed concept or topic question. This one is actually from Anthony Needledrop Fantano. Um, this is from his Shorts channel, I think. Uh, the best comeback albums by artists. Which this basically a comeback album. Uh, I'd say it's basically like either when an artist hasn't made an album in a few years, you know, so like it's been a while, or their last album they made was like was like hated either by the public or just like by you, and then they come back and make like one of their best or like a really good album after it,
Uh
or
huh.
it could be both. Like, it could be they made like a really bad album, then they took a few like years off, and then they come back with like again one of their best.
I think
Yeah.
I have one.
I have one.
Yes, you can go
I've got
first, Oliver.
numerous. So if one of y'all, there's
You
a
can go
chance
first.
I have a
Oliver.
lot.
Yeah, you guys can go first. Yeah.
So should we just do one, or how many should we do? Because I have a couple.
You can just
You
bring
can
up
do
as
as many
many
as you want.
Yeah.
I can go last though.
So for me, the number one pick for best comeback album has to be "Only God Was Above Us." I don't know if Ignacio, were you gonna say that one?
I was gonna say, two albums that Fantano mentioned in his video that I agree with 100% was that he mentioned Only God Was Above Us, and he also mentioned the New Abnormal.
Yeah, those two. That's literally the two I just
Yeah,
thought of. I have not seen that video. Those were literally
yeah,
the two I thought of. So I
yeah.
guess,
Because
yeah.
I mean, for the Strokes, there was like a 7 year gap, and I liked Come Down Machine, not like a ton, but I
Yeah.
did like Come Down Machine, and then New Abnormal for me isn't like a massive step up. I feel like Come Down Machine is more consistent personally, but New Abnormal I would rate higher just because like, it has higher highs, I think. And then
Yeah.
Only God Was Above Us is like one of my like top 11 albums of all time, and it's like um and again I did not like Father of the Bride that much. There's a long
Yeah.
gap between, but yeah. So Nate, you got one?
Yeah. My pick would be after. So yeah, so my pick would be American Dream by LCD Sound System. Basically, now this
Oh yeah.
basically so LCD Sound System had like a string of like 4 albums that were really really good, and then in 2010 they broke up. They did like a final
Oh.
goodbye. They did their final goodbye tour album, live album, and they broke up mainly because I think it was because the frontman James Murphy was like had didn't think he was fit for like
Another album. He just
yeah
didn't have made it.
yeah. But basically after 7 years, they come back with they got back together, and then they made a new album called American Dream, and there was basically I listened to it. It's a really good album, and it was honestly surprised. Like it just shows how good they are. Like they were split for 7 years. They come back and they release a really really good album, and this was right after one of my favorite albums of all time. This Is Happening. So it was just really impressive that they were able to keep up the quality. Um, I know a lot of people think it's not. I mean, a lot of people have it that don't like it as much as the other albums, but I think it is up to par. So it was impressive them coming back after 7 years and making that. So yeah, that's my pick.
That's a pretty good one. Um, so yeah, I agree with the two that I mentioned that Fantano said earlier in his video, but also some that I would personally say are The Car by Arctic Monkeys, because at the time when I first listened to The Car, Tranquility Base I did not like that much. Now it's grown on me a lot more. But at the time, I heard Tranquility Base, I didn't really like it that much. I went onto The Car, and I was kind of worried about it, but hearing The Car for the first time, that was like like one of my best first album listens that I've ever had. Like just off the bat, it was all like really really good.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. Uh, Let's Rock by the Black Keys. Like they kept it pretty simple, but it's like simple in like a really good way. And I also wasn't huge on Turn Blue. And again, this was after like a 5 year hiatus. So I'd say it's a pretty good comeback in my opinion. Uh, a massive one is Saviors by Green Day.
Oh yeah. I thought I didn't
Oh
listen to any of the other stuff. I
yeah.
haven't listened to that
Mhm.
album yet, so.
Yeah, because I wasn't there for like the like probably agonizing 4 year long wait. But Saviors is like, in my opinion, one of their best albums. It's definitely top five of their discography. Uh, and then Father of All MFs is
Amazing.
like it's almost comically bad. Like I don't know. Like I mean like yeah, I don't know. Um it's kind of like almost funny how bad it is. Uh Speaking of punk bands, Cool to Be You by Descendants. They had like a massive like two massive hiatuses. And after their first hiatus they came back with Everything Sucks, which I thought was alright. It was kinda good, but I wasn't huge on it. But then they came back like 8 years later. It was Cool to Be You, which in my opinion is their second best album. Really, really good stuff. I wish they kind of stuck with that style for longer, but then they took another hiatus. But still, love Cool to Be You. Relapse by Eminem. Going from Encore to Relapse. I think he said it best himself when he said that during Encore, or during Encore he was on drugs, and then during Relapse he was flushing them out. So
But
Relapse, really good. One of the
Yeah. My bad. Sorry.
one of the best albums in his discography, in my opinion. And finally, one of the most like iconic comeback albums of the modern era, Everything Will Be Alright in the End by Weezer. They
Yeah. Oh
crafted
yeah.
like because
Oh
like
yeah.
in a time when Weezer was like pumping out like the most mediocre pop albums was Gratitude early. They like were almost forced to take a break, took 4 years off, came back with this concept album banger. Everything Will Be Alright in the End. But I think the even bigger comeback album, in my opinion, is OK Human. Because even though it wasn't a
Oh
huge
yeah.
break, it was only a 2 year break. But going from the Black Album, which in my opinion, the worst album of all time that I've heard, and going to OK
Weezer
Human.
fans having to deal with the torment of having some of the best, some of their favorite albums ever, and then some of the worst albums they've ever heard.
Black. I said it on the channel before. The Black Album almost made me give up on music, but I'm glad I stuck through it because OK Human is one of my favorite albums. Just like I know Weezer's a band that likes to like try different things all the time, and most of try different things is just some of the most like bland or even just bad pop music that I've ever heard. But get Jake Sinclair in the booth to produce more, please. He produced White Album, he produced OK Human, and OK Human's really, really good. Anyway, bring it over. Those are some comeback albums.
The one last final best ever comeback album. I'm sure we've all heard the great things about this album. I'm sure we all actually heard about this album, right? Is Will Smith coming back after 20 years to drop the banger of an album based on a true story. It sold well. It sold over 200 copies in its first week.
Over 200.
It sold over 200 copies in its first week.
I'm an actor.
Even though I'm an action star with absolute everybody so many memorable songs, just like that song.
What did
I don't know if
wait?
that
I
song's
wonder what score it gets on album of the year. I wonder what people gave it.
Anybody who gives it less is just a hater.
26. Holy crap. Holy crap. The top thing is this shit is trash. Fuck. This shit is trash, Unk. Bro.
Will Smith got a cuss in his raps to sell records. Oh wait, now we do. Anyway.
Some of these songs are explicit. No. Except they're all with features, so maybe he's not. No, never mind. Never mind. Take that back.
Will Smith's not family friendly?
No way.
So the next question that I had is what is your or what are some of your favorite soundtracks? You could pick basically anything that is a soundtrack.
Favorite soundtrack?
So are we going like just made for the movie or like they could pick songs for a movie? I need either.
I guess you could do either, but I guess you could also try to do one of each if you wanted to, or like if you have one that's like songs that already existed, you could do like a second one, which is like original songs, or not. It's up to you. I'd say either or.
This is tough. I'm gonna have to think about this one.
Yeah, me too. That's tough.
What movies have I listened to?
I mean, for me, for originals, the ones I've listened to, like the Batman a decent bit. Some of the songs of the Batman. There's Donnie Darko.
Oh, the Donnie Darko soundtrack
is amazing.
Yeah.
And then also the Lego Movie soundtrack. I love the electronic of it. The electronic.
Oh yeah, and the Donnie Darko soundtrack was really good. Dang. Yeah, there's a lot of really good soundtracks. I gotta watch more movies. My pick for soundtrack where the people makers of the movie pick songs like that were already made is Napoleon Dynamite. The whole soundtrack, it starts off with, I mean, there's a lot of some popular songs in there, but every single one of them is just, it works so well with the movie. That's so nostalgic. Like I watched Napoleon Dynamite a lot when I was a kid, and I still do. Like I've seen that movie so many times. The soundtrack, The Promise at the end of the movie, a really, really good song. What was the White Stripes song at the start of the movie with the intro and the names when they're showing the food plates. Let me look at the other. Oh, and what you call it, Canned Heat by Jamiroquai, absolute banger when Napoleon's dancing. So every single one of the songs works with the movie so well. Every single one of the songs is amazing. It's such a classic. So that's probably what my pick would be. But then again, my taste, I haven't seen too many movies, so there could be more with good soundtracks. But yeah, that's what.
So for me, it's hard because there's not that many movie soundtracks I could think that I just listen to on my own. It's like, oh yeah, those are a lot of songs I listen to on my own. but Office Space it just works so well. It's all hip hop soundtracks, but
Oh
watching
yeah.
it with the movie, it just enhances the movie so well, and it's just so amazing. That's what I could think of for now. I'm sure if I spent some more time and looked at some of the movies I've seen, I could think of better ones, but for now, that's it.
Yeah, like dude, the scene where they're breaking the what you call it?
Computer,
The
yeah.
print machine is
Yo, Print
so
Machine,
great.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the whole thing, yeah, it just works perfectly with the movie, and it's like a great kind of a, how would I put it? I don't know. Yeah.
I have a couple answers. I guess my favorite soundtrack, which like it almost feels like cheating to say because it's not like a full like album. It's like an EP. Uh, it was it's the Submarine movie soundtrack by Alex Turner,
Yeah.
which I
I
know
purposely didn't say that one because I just wanted to wait for you to say that, but yeah.
all three of us have heard it. All three of us love it.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, it's like 5 songs plus an intro, which is
Yeah.
like a shorter, different arrangement of one of the other songs starting in the album. But yeah, like amazing sound, amazing lyrics, amazing how it connects to the story of the movie, especially because Alex Turner and Richard Ayoade are both really good friends, and he's the director of the movie. But again, it's like an EP, so it almost feels like cheating because it's just that good and also kind of short. But other than that, my favorite soundtrack of original songs is the Mockingjay Part 1 soundtrack from the Hunger Games series.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I remember that it's like my mom would play that in the car a lot back when it came out. And like I remember like even when I was younger, like I remember like every single song was like such like a bop. And then like 2 years ago, I finally read the book series.
Oh yeah.
And then I went back and then I listened to the Catching Fire and the Mockingjay Part 1 soundtrack. Both those are really good. I also listened to the first movie soundtrack, but that one I didn't like as much. Um, but Mockingjay Part 1, like I'm pretty sure. So Lord, so I think Lord was the producer for this soundtrack. So like she like contacted a lot of the artists and like asked them to like write new stuff for this. Like there's some of the craziest crossovers. Like we had Kanye and Lord on a song together.
That's crazy.
We had like and then like we had like Lord, Pusha T, Stromae, and Q-Tip on a song together. The first song, and it's just so good. It's like and also how it connects to the story of like of Mockingjay really well. And then just on the third song, I think it was no, not third song. Third song is really fire. The fourth song, Charlie XCX and Rostam from Vampire Weekend. I butchered his name. Like he produced
Oh
the song
wow,
and like
that's
she like sang
crazy.
on it. It's like
It's a full multiverse, bro. Like,
I know. And then like also who else is in it? The Chemical Brothers are in it. They made a song. Uh Ariana Grande and Major Lazer made a song together. I don't listen to that much Ariana Grande, but it's my favorite song by her for sure. Like
mhm.
it's so good. Like as an album, this is like a 9.5 out of 10. Like it's a very top shelf for me. I love it so much. I haven't watched the movie yet, but again, like after reading the book, like it's
That just really shows how good
that's
the
like a part of
soundtrack is. Where if you you can watch like listen to it without the movie and
yeah,
still like it a lot.
Yeah. Taking it back
yeah,
to
and
Submarine, it's like we can go back to the other, but it's just like that soundtrack sounds like the movie completely. Like it just
exactly.
perfectly encapsulate the look, the camera, the color palette of the movie, the feel of the movie. It just perfectly encapsulates it, and that's I feel like what makes it so amazing.
Yeah, kind of like the isolated feeling that you get as a teenager from like other
Yeah.
people, other teens, other adults, you know.
Hmm.
But um, back with Mockingjay, like it's crazy too because it was like yeah, again, like Hunger Game, like the Hunger Games series was like a massive book series and also a massive movie series. And I think at the time Lord produced this, and she was like 17, I think. So
Damn, bro.
it's like a pretty big thing that it's like she was doing this, but she was such a massive fan of the series and the characters, and like a lot of the other artists that worked on it also were.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I love that product a lot.
Yeah. I need to watch the movie. I don't know if the movies definitely aren't as good as the books, but
The
yeah,
first movie definitely isn't.
I need to what you call it. I need to listen to that because I know how much you like it and talked about it. I guess I will change my answer. At first, the first thing that came to my mind when I heard soundtrack was Star Wars, just because I grew up with that. But looking at it further, something that I would actually go back to, like listening to the songs and even parts of the soundtrack, would be the not Into the Spider-Verse, but Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
Oh
that's what I
yeah.
thought. Yeah.
Even the songs where it's not like they have like first of all, Metro did a really good job producing it. There's so many amazing like banger songs, like Am I Dreaming, amazing song, absolutely peak, legendary. um the sounds for the Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man 2099, the spot holes, like every single song works for that movie. And then there's
I
other
know.
a lot of other really good songs. I can't really remember them off the top of my head, but it just works so well for that movie, and that movie's so great too. So that'd probably be one of my picks. It's hard to like narrow it down to one, but yeah, that definitely a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure. Like the train chase, or even like Gwen's theme. All like all are just like all, they all pop into my head at the same time when you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But yeah. Well, that can wrap things up for the soundtrack discussion if you guys want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, I want to ask you guys, like, how many top shelf albums do these artists have? And for me, like, top shelf albums are like 9 out of 10 or higher. So like 9 out of
Mm-hmm.
10, 9.5, 10 out of 10, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like just like in your head, I'll start, I'll start off with an artist that all of us have listened to. Every album by them. Arctic Monkeys. How many top shelf albums do you guys think?
Um, this is hard. I'd say
Damn, I don't return to Arctic Monkeys too often. I need to do a listen through their.
I'd say 4. For me, when I was, yeah, I'd say 4. I was debating on the car, but actually, yeah, it's a 4. For me, I guess going from favorite to least favorite or from least favorite to favorite of the top shelf albums, I'd probably go. I'd probably go. This is hard. I feel like my opinion's gonna change. It's changed. Uh, Eggy, don't hate me, please. Favorite worst nightmare, then
Okay,
the
you're wrong.
car. Oh, no, favorite worst nightmare, then whatever people say that's what I'm not.
Okay, so you're really wrong.
Then the car, then humbug. Or no, I don't know. It's hard. Actually, honestly, everything before Humgug is honestly kind of equal. I wouldn't say that favorite snipers for because before I was like questioning if I should put the car in, but then all of a sudden I don't know. It's hard. But yeah, I'd say like every Humbugs is my favorite of all time. But those bottom other 3 I'd say are top tier.
Um, top shelf, like not above 9.
9 out of
Mm-hmm.
10 or higher.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I need to re-listen to them right now. I'd probably say maybe like 1. I don't know what that one would be though. I want to give like because I've listened to all their albums. I like their albums a lot. I don't know. Can I give one like above like a 9, like a 9 point, like I don't know, like a top shelf for me? Because I do give a decent amount of albums 9s.
I mean, I know that you loved AM
Yeah,
back when we did the
going
ranking
back to it,
at
like
the very start of the channel.
yeah. I mean, I think it definitely could deserve that. I don't know if going back to it, I would rate it like that high. I mean, I think it definitely deserves. Um, I don't know, man. Like a lot of them are like 8.5 to 2 9s. Like
I don't know. What are your contenders? What are your contenders?
contenders are Favorite Worst Nightmare, Humbug, AM, and Tranquility Base.
Okay.
Tranquility Base would probably be lower than. It's probably Tranquility Base and Humbug are around the same, and then Favorite Worst Nightmare and AM are around the same too. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know if right now at this moment I don't know if anyone would be a top shelf for me.
Okay.
I would need to re-listen. So I guess my answer would be 0. But
How
would
about
need to
you,
re-listen.
humorous?
Arctic Monkeys, my favorite band. Like, so far, they're the only artist I've heard that has more than one 10 out of 10 album.
Uh-huh.
I'd say that 5 of their 7 albums are top shelf for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. I don't think I give any of them 10 out of 10 though. But yeah. Continue. Yeah.
Suck It and See is the lowest at 9 out of 10. Humbug is the kind of like middle ground at 9.5, which is crazy because every time I go back, like every single song is really, really, really good, and then I just don't like, Julia's Game that much. But
Mhm.
then after that, I'd say The Car, 10 out of 10. Love it so much. AM, it got me into music a lot. 10 out of 10. Still holds up even though I've really overplayed it. And then my favorite album of all time is Favorite Worst Nightmare, which is probably more like an 11 out of 10. I'll never get sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Tranquility Base is like kind of like just right under that level. Like it's grown on me a lot. It's an 8.5 now. I don't see it going top shelf anytime soon.
Mhm.
And then their debut, unpopular opinion, I think it's kind of overrated. It's an it's an all right album with really good songs on it. That's what I think. Like
Mhm.
hearing the songs separately sounds better than the songs all together, I guess. But that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah.
Um, what's the next artist that I had? Okay. This one, me and Oliver have heard all their albums. Nate's heard like half of them. Uh, Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of Stone Age. Uh, I'd say. It's actually kind of hard. Top shelf. I can count at least 3. I'd say top shelf. I guess no, 9 out of 10 above. Um. Yeah. Queens of the Stone Age. I'd say there's probably. See, the thing is, Air Vulgaras, and their first one is like, are those, you know? I honestly don't know. It's just so hard. Um. Okay. I'm gonna say 4. Okay. So Songs for the Deaf, Rated R, Like Clockwork, and the first one. It's very close. I'm think I'd want to add Air Vulgaras, but some of the songs, like I'm not. I don't know. Air Vulgaras is really hard. Feel like it's very close, and it low key might be. I don't know. It might be honestly, but I'm just kind of not. Actually, yeah, I'd say also Air Vulgaris. So 5. They've got.
Okay. I was kind of surprised that you didn't put In Times New Roman up there since you talk about how much you love it.
That's another
Pretty
thing.
often.
Though I just said earlier in the podcast it was 8.5. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is what but at the same time, there's a couple that I'm not the biggest that I'm not gonna
Yeah.
always listen to like all the. I mean, 1 or 2, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. This might be a boring answer, but I'd say for me they have 2 top shelf albums, like Clockwork and Songs for the Deaf.
Mhm.
Like Era Vulgaris, Lullabies to Paralyze, and Rated R in that order, and like top to least are very close. They're 8.5s. They're like
Yeah.
scratching at the like scratching at the glass ceiling. Like it's like they're really good, but they're not at that level.
Mhm.
Nice. I mean, I've only heard Rated R, Like Clockwork. I mean, kind of In Times New Roman, In the Car, and Songs for the Deaf. So far, I'd give Rated R probably like an 8.5. Uh, not In Times New Roman. Like Clockwork is really really close for me for being top shelf. I would need to re-listen. I need to re-listen to these again, but Songs for the Deaf is easily top shelf. Um, but yeah, I think just one for now. But as I listen, I'm guessing it'll be at least 2 or 3. Maybe 2 probably. In Times New, not In Times New Roman. Like Clockwork. But yeah, I would need to listen to the rest of them to give a full answer.
Okay, this next one's mostly for Oliver, since this is an artist that only you listen to all their albums. How many top shelf albums do Modest Mouse have? Does Modest Mouse
So I've listened to almost all their albums. Not all of them. I haven't listened to definitely their worst one. I know I'm pre-firing. I know I've said I haven't listened to it, but it is their worst one just based off of just Stranger to Herself just sounds like that basic. I'd say a lot of them are they have a lot of EPs that are amazing, but I'd say they have 5 top shelf albums. This is a long drive for someone with nothing to think about is obviously amazing, top shelf. The Lonesome Crowd West is top shelf. Building nothing out of something is top shelf. And then The Moon of Antarctica is top shelf, and then Good News People Love Bad News is top shelf. Those albums are all like literally some of the best albums that were ever made. I don't know. There's just so much quality. For some reason, like people say like building nothing out of something. I don't even know why. People are like, people don't view it as an album really. They kind of view it as like a compilation of songs that were like made during that time but never got in. But it basically is. Like it's not I guess as focused, but still is pretty focused. It's not as focused as The Moon of Antarctica or like the other first 3 albums, but it's still very album like and it's such a great listen and very like just it's not like the songs are all over the place. They're just really good. So yeah, I'd give it those 5.
Up next, for Nate, how many top shelf albums does Tame Impala have?
Okay, so for Tame Impala, who used to be my favorite, I think they're still really high up on my favorite artists, but in terms of their albums, Inner Speaker is like an 8.5, 8. So it's not top shelf. Lonerism is easily top shelf, one of my favorite albums. Currents is also top shelf. It's lower than Lonerism, but it's kind of dwindling. It is top. I feel like it's top shelf for me. Yeah. I feel like I couldn't put it lower than top shelf. And then the Slow Rush is hard because I haven't revisited that album as much as the other ones, but was really good when I listened to it. So I'd probably give it like borderline top shelf. But if I do re-listen to it, it might go to top shelf. So right now it's just 2. So yeah, I
Say
probably
it again.
what 2?
It's borderline top
Oh!
shelf. I think this is your favorite artist, and they have a smaller catalog, so we're gonna include the mini mixes. Magdalena Bay.
All right, Magdalena Bay. Now, this is my favorite artist, or one of my it's top 2 with them and LCD Sound System. But I would probably say they were my favorite. I would only give them if I count the mini mixes, day/pop and night/pop, and a little rhythm and a wicked feeling. I'd probably and Mercurial World, which is one of their albums, obviously. But I would probably give only one top shelf album for Imaginal Disc, which looking at it like, how can they be your favorite band and not only have one top shelf album? Well, the thing is, Imaginal Disc for me is like so high up. It's like my favorite album of all time. It's so beautiful. I cry to it. Like it's absolutely like my favorite album of all time. So that's kind of why they're my favorite. But there's so many like when I was going through their catalog, they're really consistent throughout. You can definitely see the growth. Like their first mini mixes, day/pop and night/pop, weren't too good. Like I wasn't the biggest fan of those. They were like maybe like 7s, maybe 6.5 to 7s. And then what's you call it? The mini mixes were all really good. I wouldn't give them above a 9. The best mini mix for me is probably the third one, even though they're all really enjoyable. And then A Little Rhythm and A Wicked Feeling has their most popular song on there, but besides that, it's not too standout, so probably give it like a 7 or 7.5. And then Mercurial World is hard because I really like Mercurial World, and I want to give it top shelf, but something just hasn't fully clicked for that album for me to really love it. There's a lot of songs I do love on there, but I can't give it top shelf, at least not yet.
Nice. Okay, this is one that me and Oliver have listened to mostly. The Strokes.
3. They have it's pretty easy for me. It's is a sit, Room on Fire, and the New Abnormal.
Okay, this might be a kind of controversial opinion, but for me, I don't have any top shelf Strokes albums. I
Okay.
think they make really good songs, but the albums overall, like, they're not super consistent for me. And if they are consistent, like, I think, I think Room on Fire is really consistent,
Mm-hmm.
like overall, but it doesn't have like, but like, it doesn't have any like really legendary songs. Uh, and again, uh, I do not like Reptilia. I think it's
Yeah,
well,
I still not,
I think it's
I
overrated.
still
Also,
enjoy it,
just
but it's not the
yeah,
gem that everybody thinks it is. Not, I mean, in my opinion, it's not the gem that everybody thinks it is.
yeah. So like everyone's saying that it's like, oh well, that has to be like top shelf just because of that one song alone. Like for me, it's like very the opposite. Like if you'd asked me a month ago, or not a month ago. If you asked me a year ago, I might have contemplated putting First Impressions of Earth in top shelf, but I've realized that that album, as much as I do really like it, it is pretty bloated.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, yeah, I wouldn't give them any top shelf album. They have really good songs mixed in with their catalog. Uh, and then finally, Oliver, you flip the tables and then ask me what my favorite, or like,
Actually,
you
cut this
gives
out.
me about.
You say, okay, we're done, and I say, hold up, one more. I got one for you. Okay.
Okay, Drama King. Can't spell Drama King without King. Can okay.
Yeah, bro, that's staying in.
Um.
No.
Okay, so that's all for this part. That's all I had written down to like
I
ask
got
you guys
one
about.
for you, humorous wizard. How
Okay.
many top shelf albums do the Descendants have?
Descendants, the grandfathers of pop punk. Um, I'd say they have one. Like, I don't want like, I don't want to grow up. It's really, really good. It's hard because it's like because like I say that I love Descendants. I have like a bunch of like their stuff. I talk about them a lot, and they are really good musicians. But as for albums overall, I don't want to grow up, and like even that one has like some kind of like strange moments, but it's like those kind of like almost duds are like half a minute long or less.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have that. So I don't have that strong of an opinion on those. And then yeah, Cool to Be You's been growing on me a lot, but again, that's like 8.5. It's like right like a step below. But I don't want to grow up. It's like honestly like this should be like a very like this should be mainstream even though it's like 40 years old at this point. Like it holds up very, very well. Like it feels like it's like a quintessential like teenage angsty coming of age but still like energetic like uh rock album. I love it a lot. So yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Nice. Well, I think we're done with that segment. Um, I don't know. You want to say what? I don't know which one's next.
Uh it would it would have been pretty tough if you did know which one was next because up next is your segment, Nasty Nathan.
Nasty.
The album of the year duel. The album of the year duel.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys. All right. Let me think of how would I put this. I could probably just re-record the intro for a what you call it a short, but
Make it like a Mr. Beast
Okay.
video.
yeah.
All right.
Today, guys.
You guys have to guess which of these five album of the year albums have like like which whoever gets closer to the rating, and whoever loses gets their skin peeled off.
Oh,
I messed up the
into
delivery,
that.
Yeah.
but yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 albums, and I want you guys to choose what score you think it is based off of album of the year user voting. Um, So basically, on album of the year, there's an album page, and then there's the critic score and the user score, and it's just the average out of 100. So whoever's closer will get the point. First to 3 wins. So the max rounds it could go is 5, or it could be done a lot quicker. Yeah, I guess I'll go. Let me pull up my ones. All right. So the first one. All right. So the first one is "Come Down Machine" by The Strokes. What do you guys think the users gave this album?
Users?
Yeah, we're doing users for all of them.
Okay.
I'll go first. I think 64.
64. Okay.
72.
72. All right. Well, the answer was 69. So Oliver is closer
Yes.
by 2 points, I think. Yeah, 2. Yeah, should 60. Yeah, 2 points. So Oliver gets the first point and is now 1-0 to Oliver. The next one is Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. What do you guys think this one is?
94.
Mm.
I was gonna say that actually. I'm gonna. Is that too risky? I don't know. It might be too risky. Um, you know what? I'll play it safe. I'll say 93.
It is the user score was 84.
What?
Okay,
Oh, that's pretty
so
surprising,
these
actually.
the thing with album of the year is that usually there's not as many albums that are really really high up. I mean, there's a lot, but they're usually like you'll see throughout the score. You guys haven't used album of the year as much. I'm on there a lot, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you guys think for the rest of them. So now the score is tied 1-1. Oliver has 1 point. Egdude has 1 point. The
But
next
like even
one.
Marshall Mathers, like even that one, like people say it's like one of the best hip hop albums like of all time, and like it has Stan on it, and like all those.
Yeah.
That's really surprising
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I mean I haven't listened to that, but I was expecting maybe it to be a little bit higher, but yeah, it's interesting what it's kind of cool to see what people, and obviously there could be some people trying to bring this score up, but then there's other people who rate it hundreds. I don't know. It's pretty accurate to what I think a lot of people would think, or I don't know. Anyways, the third album is Goblin by Tyler the Creator. What do you guys think this one was given?
I listened to this album once.
It's made by the users, so there might be some Tyler
Yeah.
fans, like old school Tyler fans. I'm gonna go 48.
Oliver, can you switch the mic to your face if it's not facing?
It is. I'm
Okay.
gonna go. No, not 40. I'm gonna go 42.
42? Okay.
I'll go 52.
Okay. The answer was 52. Right on the dot for Egg Dude.
Okay, I was gonna lose anyways. But yeah. Oh my god.
So now it is currently 2-1. Goblin got a user score of 52. Which like right down the middle. Yeah. So 2-1. Ignacio is now winning. Well, anyway, so now it is currently 2-1. So Egg Dude, if you win this next one, you run the round. If Oliver ties it, we'll go into game 5 or round 5. But
I think we should do all the rounds either way.
no, I'll do all the rounds
Okay.
either way. But yeah.
Yeah, either way.
For the fourth round, Like Clockwork by Queens of the Stone Age. What do you guys think this one was?
86.
86, okay.
82.
This one actually was a little surprising, and not really. I think it's deserved, but 89 was the user score.
Yes. We're in. We're still in. We're still in.
So, yeah, usually on album of the year it tends to be that the hip hop albums get more reviewers. So it's like it's not always the case. There's a lot of like it's not like biggest thing, but there's still a lot of people on it who don't like hip. Like it's just like I feel like the whole music space there's a bit more like hip hop like focused. A lot of people, but yeah, 89 was honestly kind of surprising. I think it's deserved, but. All right, the final one. This is kind of funny because we talked about this earlier, but we're gonna go going with Brat by Charlie XCX. So whoever gets closer to this one wins the whole thing. Think what would someone like? What do you think the average score is like based off of the people who maybe don't like it, people who like it a lot? What do you guys think?
Album of the year. I think it's gonna be a little bit less on album of the year. 89. I'm gonna go 89.
He's going 89. Egg, dude, what are you gonna go?
I want to go 82 because I feel like since it was so popular, it would get a lot more reviewers. I know that some people were curious but didn't like it that much, especially like people talk a lot about like there's the Weezer Green album, but then now there's Brat is like a new Green album, so there's like a bit of like discourse about that. And I've seen a lot of Weezer fans say that they don't like Brat that much, which I mean, fair enough. But you know, if they care enough to review it, then you know, like they checked it out because they were curious, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my guess, 82.
82, and then Oliver's was 89. All right, the winner is Ignacio. It was an 84 user score.
Oh.
So you were kind of on the right
It's
path.
close in the
That one
middle.
was very because Anthony Fantano gave it a 10. A lot of people probably went into it with like, we're like, what? How
High
is this a 10? And then
expectations.
yeah, High Expectations, and I mean, there was a lot of people who did like it a lot because it is a really good album. So yeah, but yeah, that is the end. Ignacio wins 3-2, but it was fun.
What do I win? What's my prize?
You get nothing.
You get a hug from us the next time you see us.
Yeah, we'll give you a hug.
I can already get that for my life-sized Nate and Oliver body pillows.
Ooh. You don't know what I do to my life-size Ignacio body pillow.
I seen the holes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. That was fun. Up next, we have the final borrowed question. This one, again, from NFR Podcast. Shout out to Ant and Luca. So tough. And this is gonna be album based on a feeling. So like I'll say like a feeling, and then you guys will say what album you listen to. Either if you're feeling that way, or when you want to feel that way. You know? So up first, pretty basic one. An album for when you're falling in love.
I guess I have an idea for this one. If I want, I guess I can go first.
Yeah, you can go first.
So I've never really had that kind of falling in love feeling with another person, but I kind of have this like I know what it could
call a sigma. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of what they call a sigma. Nah. But I kind of picture falling in love with like everything around you, like loving like loving the like feeling not like it's kind of happy, but it's more so just like
appreciation.
Yeah, appreciation, loving
respect.
loving stuff. But my first thought was "Songs in the Key of Life" by
that's a good one.
by Stevie Wonder. Just a beautiful album. It just fills you with joy and love. It's so beautiful, and I think that will be my pick. But a close second would be "Metaphorical Music" by Nujabes. It's such really awesome, beautiful beats. It's just filled with life, and he has a lot of rappers that come on the beats, and it's filled with love and stuff. So that's probably what I would choose. It would be my like honorable mention, but "Songs in the Key of Life" would be my choice.
This is very difficult.
I could say mine if you want.
Yeah, you can say yours.
Mine, my go-to album for falling in love would be AM by Arctic Monkeys.
Oh yeah.
Because even though I overplayed all the songs to heck and back, anytime that anytime that I develop like a new crush on someone, or like I spend a lot of time like one day with that crush, like I will just hear the entire album front to back. And like it definitely sets the mood very well. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I could agree.
For me, it's between two albums. For me, "Suck It and See"
That was another one I was thinking of.
and for some reason, part of me really wants to stay in Rainbows. It's just the album, it just seems like that album doesn't seem like blind love. It seems there's a lot of songs on me that's thinking about like, actually never mind, it's not, but I don't know why, it just kind of just came to my mind. Maybe because that album's just so beautiful, but it just like,
It definitely feels very human, like it's so raw, like a lot of the tracks, and I feel like where I wouldn't put it as falling in love is like I feel like there is some like it talks about like sad stuff too, like it's not all about.
So that's why I want to go
It's not all
with
sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. But yeah.
Yeah, that was another one I was kind of questioning on, but yeah, I'd go "Suck and See." So
Yeah, especially in the summertime.
yeah.
Up next, this is one that I borrowed from NFR's video, The Goats. An album that makes you laugh.
What album makes me laugh? I don't know what I'd put for this one. Well, I mean, my first thought was "Doing Mistakes Were Made" by the Moan Boys, like a meme rap album. But I don't like. I don't say I laugh. Like I do like the song. Like the. I mean, it is comedic, but like after a while, I don't know. That's probably one of my answers. One of the
Yeah.
albums. Another thing is like I wouldn't actually listen to these albums like fully, but listening to some of the lyrics in the Tortured Poets Department and just because of how Tortured Poets Department, just 'cause of how bad they are sometimes, and also the most recent one, like seeing some of the clips of people reacting to it, it's really funny. But what I would do, I is actually an album I did recently. Maybe my brain's not fully like. I feel like there are other options that I'm not thinking of right now. But the Eminem, like what you call it, the Slim Shady LP,
Yeah, that's
I just found
what I was gonna
myself. It was
say.
just very entertaining and like
It's entertaining.
there
Yeah.
was moments where I was just caught off guard and like some of the it's just kind of like funny, and sometimes it's funny in like a bad way, but most of the times it's funny in an entertaining way. It's just kind of random. I don't know.
Yeah,
Not even
I was
really
gonna
the
say maybe
skits, but
like
like some of
Marshall
the
Mathers or
songs.
whatever,
Like
but also makes you see like I was like, I'm so dark. I laugh at that stuff.
but yeah, that's kind of like I'm not the most. I didn't really think of that one too much. I can't really. Nothing is really coming to mind. So I guess those would be my answers.
Kenneth Kniff
Yeah,
from Connecticut.
oh
Kenneth
yeah.
Kniff from the internet. Oliver, do you say one already?
Because I was thinking of Marshall Mathers or like the Slim Shady LP. Um, Another one that I was thinking of, which one was it? Honestly, like maybe like I was thinking like maybe like hmm. This is really hard. Like I don't know. It's like it's kind of like just like a hard to. I don't know. I guess yeah, Marshall Mathers or like I was thinking Marvin's Mathers Mechanical Museum. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
My answer would be Father of All MFs by Green Day. My first time listening to that album, I almost couldn't believe it. Like, they have a song called Fire Ready Aim. The second song of the album, it starts. It doesn't sound real. It's like it starts and it sounds like almost like okay, very niche reference, but do you guys sound like do you guys remember those Kevin Cookie Company?
Uh
Dude,
huh.
Kevin Stratford, right? That's his name.
Yeah,
Dude, that guy's a
yeah.
G.
His like his editing tutorials where he showed like how to like
Yeah.
make commercials and like he did his Kevin Cookie Company and he made like a little jingle. Fire Ready Aim sounds like that jingle. It's like the din 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 din, din. And then it's like you hear Billy Joe and like this weird falsetto that doesn't even sound like him going like and then in the chorus it's so bad. It's like Fire Ready Aim. Like it sounds like Nintendo Switch had music. And then it's sad. The best song on the album is called I Was a Teenager. And they just say that over and over in the chorus.
I was a teenager.
Best
It's
feeling
like
of this album
I
is the
guess
last couple of
kind of
seconds.
thinking about like just really bad albums where it's like that.
Yeah.
The At Wendy's one that we did was really funny,
Oh yeah.
but like in a really bad. I was just laughing at like why did they do this? But the At Wendy's by wait no it was We Beefin' by At Wendy's.
yeah.
Weird, like why did they make that, man?
Somebody fire that intern. They
I
did not
know.
cook. Anyway, uh up next is that feeling you get when you peel glue off your fingers.
Okay.
I don't know.
Bro.
Which to better
I never
define it,
done that. If I've never done that
I guess I would
before.
just define
Ever.
what? You've never done
Never.
that before?
I
Because I was scared of getting glue on me because I didn't like how sticky it
mean,
was.
I've done it sometimes, like mostly on accident because I worked in an art class. Uh, but yeah, it's just like basically, I would say that it's just like a satisfying, almost like childlike wonder feeling, like
Mm-hmm.
satisfying in like an almost like carefree kind of way. It's the little things in life. It's the Glee for me.
Okay, I
like-
think I have an answer for this. I would choose Mini Mix Volume 3 by Magdalena Bay, just because of how like satisfying some of the courses are. It's kind of childlike, but like there's really satisfying courses, songs that I listen to a lot. It just feels like maybe that's what I would choose. So there's a lot of really like just musically really satisfying songs in the mini mixes. Like El Dorado from the first mini mix is like I was like floating, like oh my gosh. And they're not that long of songs either. Like it's a really short like thing peeling off your. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain what. That's kind of what I first thought of, but maybe there's other things.
For me, the first one I can think of was probably 3D Country by Geese. It's just very bright. A lot of the songs are just like it's just so fun. It just sounds so fun and just like pleasing to your ears, you know what I mean? That's probably the best I can think of. Obviously, this is definitely an interesting one. So maybe this isn't the best pick, but I'd probably say 3D Country. It just seems like the childlike wonder. It's kind of like it's just kind of like interesting and like fun to listen to.
Hands down, like the perfect album that comes to mind for me with like that satisfying child like peeling glue off your fingers feeling is Contra by Vampire Weekend.
Yeah, that
Like
one too. Yeah.
everything in that album is so like perfectly produced. Like just like
It's just so satisfying listening to. Yeah.
yeah, like it's satisfying how everything just clicks into place so perfectly and like pops out at the right times.
Yeah.
And like yeah, it's like it's so wondrous. It's like being in a children's museum. Like
Yeah.
it takes you back.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, um, uh, the second feeling that I borrowed from NFR's original video, uh, floating in space. That feeling of floating in space when listening to the album.
Okay, this one's pretty basic, but "Dark Side of the Moon" by Pink Floyd. I mean, it's kind of a really basic answer, but like "Us versus Them," "Time," like there's moments in those songs where it's just so like yeah, I can't really think of anything better right now for some reason. That's just like the first thing that comes to my mind. So I guess I would say that.
Mine's also a little
Hmm.
basic.
Mhm.
Like, it's literally in the name, but "Lost in Space" by Amy Mann.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not. Yeah.
especially the final track. Like, it's not. It's like, especially in the bridge where it's like she's talking about the like, and uh, and "Let Me Drift Away" in the dreams of an astronaut. Like, that's like perfect. Like, just like the perfect like. I can't even think of the word. But, like, I guess depersonalization.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling of not being, but like also like fully feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I was in between a decent a couple of them. Honestly, the moon in Antarctica honestly feels like you start at the Earth and then you Loki just start Loki drifting. You know what I mean? Like Loki
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
just start.
Low key.
And then also
Loki.
Don't Wake Me, I Plan on Sleeping In. I can just imagine it's like that one's less like that one's maybe just electronics and just like kind of like the dark atmosphere of it, but yeah, and that one. Or no, don't. What did I don't know what the. I just named one of the songs. Whatever the. No, forget it. Yeah, we don't. We can cut this out. Yeah, probably for me, it's the moon in Antarctica.
Nice.
Okay. This is less of a feeling and more of an action, but working out.
Um.
A good workout album.
I don't always work out when I'm listening to music, and most of the time it's like I'm listening to like new albums. But one that I did recently that I would like revisit would definitely be "Toxicity" by System of a Down. I feel like one of my motivators for working out is like, what if like the whole world like goes into like apocalypse and like the government's like attacking you? I want to be like able to like do some crazy like I want to be strong. You know what I mean? Like I want to if like the government like does anything crazy, you know, and or if like the world like there's like nuclear like warfare and then people not that being strong is the most part of it, but like what if I need to like what if like there's a car on Everett and I need to like lift it up, bro?
Exactly.
Like, so that's kind of what I don't know. It's kind of silly, but that's one I would do. Another one I thought of was
That makes sense.
4533 by LCD Sound System, just a one song album, and it's very groovy, very workout. I think a lot of LCD Sound Systems like just for locking in and focusing, because of the BPMs are really good. I prefer more for like studying and stuff. That's what I usually listen to, or what I mainly do that for. So a brain workout, I guess. But I don't know.
For me, it would probably be self-titled Queens of the Stone Age. I was thinking that, and then also like the Arctic Monkeys first albums, like kind of the rawness. But I think I picked Queens of the Stone Age because it's just so heavy. It's like I feel like you just gotta like it's like it goes well with like just like go pushing through it. Like it feels heavy and powerful. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I So this is one that I feel like it would sound really good when working out. It's weird because like I always listen to it when I'm doing math, but I feel like it would sound really good while
Working
working
out your
out.
brain. That's useful too.
Yeah, but I haven't actually done it while like really working out yet. But Everything Will Be Alright in the End by Weezer, like that's like perfect power pop. Like
Hmm.
everything is like just like so like motivating, like um just like especially like the drumming is like going crazy. Uh, the guitars and the vocals are like just like striking you like lightning every like second. Like I feel like it's very motivating. It's very very energetic. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, but that would be my choice. Also, I listened to Who Really Cares by TV Girl last time I worked out, and that was pretty well. That worked out pretty well, weirdly enough.
Hmm. That wouldn't be one that comes to mind when for working out, but I guess.
Yeah, yeah, it worked really well for some reason. Up next, Nostalgia, a nostalgia album.
Mm.
Mm.
Hmm. I was
Mm.
thinking about this. There's so many. So this is hard because I have kind of two answers for this. Either Oracular Spectacular by MGMT. There's so many really nostalgic album or songs on there, like Time to Pretend is really good. Super nostalgic. Kids like Weekend Wars. It's so like the whole album is like that, and the album's themes are about growing up nostalgia too. But another one that is really nostalgic for me, um, would be I'm gonna bring up the suburbs first by Arcade Fire because there's one song on there. I don't know the whole album that well. I haven't listened to it, but one of the songs on there, Sprawl 2, Mountains Beyond Mountains, is one of like the most nostalgic songs of all time for me at least. My mom used to play it a lot, and it's just a really beautiful song. But another choice, and this could be my final choice, it's between that and Oracular Spectacular. But Funeral by Arcade Fire is my mom used to play it all the time. There's so many really like beautiful sounding. It's a lot of beautiful sounding songs. The like the neighborhoods in the back seat about growing up, and that's a really beautiful song. So it's maybe that it's between that and Oracular
Yeah.
Spectacular. I probably lean for it being Oracular Spectacular, but yeah.
Now, so you can go.
I feel like Oracle Spectacular is kind of like the perfect choice for this. But for me, the like my most nostalgic album of all time is Mike Snow's self-titled debut.
Nice.
Like I think every single song except for the last two, but even like those two like just sound really good even like without nostalgia. Um yeah, like again like even putting nostalgia aside, it still holds up, but I'll always think of like just driving around on like cloudy mornings in a city that I lived in for like 2 years and then moved away from.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, every time I visit that city, I'll think of like certain albums, but especially this one. So
Nice.
that's,
Yeah, I
yeah,
still need to listen to that one.
yeah. I think you both would really like it, that group. Um, The Final Feeling,
Oh, Albert, you have
based on
one?
the album.
I didn't go.
Oh, sorry, I thought you went already. Because you're
No,
beginning.
I said the ice. So for me, I'm not picking one that I actually have nostalgia. I know For me, one that I have nostalgia for, recently have nostalgia for, is The Car. But the one that has kind of the most nostalgic feeling, even though I've listened to it recently, is probably Contra.
Yeah, Contra's also really nostalgic for me, but I didn't want to say that because I already said it for the glue finger.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot of repeating in this, but yeah.
Yeah. And plus, The Car is also an album about nostalgia as well,
Yeah.
and like time, so that
Uh
also
huh.
works pretty well. I can see those. Sure. Um, the final feeling for an album. Uh, for dying. Like an album that you listen to when you feel, or not for like when you feel like you want to die, but like an album that like if you were dying, you'd put this album on to like
Then
set the
put
mood.
that shit on, dog.
Oh, if I'd put it on. Oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking like just the like the feeling, like the concept of death. Like, hmm.
Oh, I mean, it could be that too, I
So
guess.
I guess
That could be.
I was thinking because there's definitely different ways to die. Like you can die peacefully, but but death is also it's a very interesting thing. The first album I thought of, or not the first one, but I kind of came to this, is "Extinct" by Merzbow and Meat Beat Manifesto. Uh, absolutely brash. Like it's like destroying your ears. There's like drum, like
Put it at
really
max,
harsh
like you know
noise
you're gonna
drums in the
die.
background. Yeah.
You put it at max volume on your
I don't know if I'd
headphones.
want to die listening to that, but that's how I imagine like a really bad experience for dying. Like, and not that I think the album is worth listening
If I'm
to,
gonna die,
but
I'm
the
gonna
whole
go out
album is like
horribly.
like it's like originally it's like, there's like an internal scratch that you like when listening to it. It's like pounding your
Oh,
ears.
that
Yeah, it's like
that
punching your
album.
ears out. I could play like an audio clip of it, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I was playing something while I was dying. What would I be playing while I was dying?
I guess I could if yeah. Unless you want to
Yeah,
keep, but
you
yeah.
can go.
Um. So for me, I was in between a decent amount of albums. I think if I had like enough time to listen to a full album, I feel like I would want to like the obviously the Black Parade is like I feel like obviously like a very basic answer. Um, but I'd honestly list Dark Side of the Moon ending with like Eclipse and like that would just be amazing.
Oh
But
yeah.
I would low key. But it's like a lot of times I can if I think I'm trying to like just think of one song that I would die to. You know what I mean? Um, like one that comes to mind is like Carnivore by Queens of the Stone Age. Um,
Yeah.
what else? Maybe like also for some reason I feel like All My Friends by LCD Sound System
Oh my gosh, that's
would
actually.
be
Oh
kind of
my gosh, that's
insane.
such a good poll. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'd also be one. Like Sound of Silver
Yeah.
would be a great album to I don't know, yeah. No, I think Sound of Silver would definitely work. Yeah, that's a really good pick, yeah. So I guess that would be one that I would want to do. I want to die. No, I don't want to die, but if I wanted to die, I would
Guys,
listen to
let's
this
test it.
album.
Who's dying to test everybody? We should all. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Hopefully we don't die.
Yeah, ever.
We should play in traffic while blasting these tunes. Um, my okay, so the two that came to mind for me. Well, actually, three came to mind, but one of them I already said a bit earlier, which would be Lost in Space, because again, it's so peaceful, but like kind of like introspective. But again, I said that for the floating in space feeling. So, I also was thinking of Black Parade. Maybe if I was like in a hospital bed, kind of like going out, like not exactly on my own terms, but like still had like, but still was like clear-headed enough to know that I had like a lot to think about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh, but one that I feel like is my number one pick, even before the other two, would be like Clockwork.
Yeah, that's another. I completely forgot to mention
Yeah,
that one. Like Clockwork.
like whether I'm like in pain, like clear-headed, like just however I die, like if I'm bleeding out, if I'm like like just like sleeping like painlessly, I feel like Clockwork will like fit the mood no matter what. in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. If I'm bleeding out, I might just put on the Minecraft soundtrack. Or like,
Let's be honest, the
Yeah.
best way to die is just to slowly bleed out. Like that's the most cinematic way. Like if if besides us, like I don't know. But yeah, let's be honest. We've all dreamt about bleeding out.
Well, you know,
Just like Ryan Gosling did, you know?
oh yeah, on the steps.
On the steps. Yeah, yeah. Not really bleeding out and dying, but just like lying there. Like just like feeling defeated. We've all thought of that. I guess not
well,
dying, but like just feeling defeated.
I mean, if we're going with a bleeding out slash feeling defeated kind of death, then I'd probably say Downward Spiral by Nine Inch
Oh.
Nails. That one's like ending off with hurt. I hurt myself today. What have I become? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of Modest Mouse sounds work too. The good, cause imagine listening to honestly good news for people who love bad news, like
The
like
good times are killing me.
the good times dying into that, and also you get to hear Ocean Breeze Salty too,
Oh
like while
yeah.
listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one. There's a lot of albums that I feel like
It
you
really
can
just
die
depends
to.
on how it like what
Yeah,
where you approach it, you know.
if I was in a hospital bed, like, and I knew I was gonna die, then I'd put on maybe Black Parade. But
Yeah.
depending on the other stuff, yeah, I'd go with different things.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. Okay. We're getting okay. That was the end of the album based on a feeling.
Mhm.
That was a good discussion about death and mortality.
Yep.
Um, Up next, the better
Oh yeah.
X track. So this could be like
Oh, I forgot about
so.
this one.
So basically, it's comparing the same like track number on two different albums. So
Yeah.
like it could be like the sixth track or the ninth track or the second track, but but for two different albums with that same
Yeah.
number track. The first round is going to be the third songs from Favorite Worst Nightmare and Songs for the Deaf. D is for Dangerous from Favorite Worst Nightmare by Arctic Monkeys versus First It Giveth from Songs for the Deaf by Queens of the Stone Age. We are
I'm
I'm
not
gonna be
shocked.
right
counting.
back. I'm gonna be right back. I need to listen to
Okay.
These for Dangerous again. All right, I have my. I think I after listening to the songs, I know what I would pick.
All right. What do you guys think of this matchup?
First to give it. Easy.
Yeah, I'd also give First to Giveth. Um, I like D's for Dangerous. It's a really good high energy song, but First to Giveth is just something else like that. I love First to Giveth.
I love the drums on that one so much.
Yeah.
First It Giveth, it took a bit. I mean, like I always really liked it, but it took a bit of time for me to like fully like perspective for how like how hard of like a bop that it is. Basically, how hard of a banger that it is. But D's for Dangerous, it like clicked instantly. Like literally, like if you matched up any of the first six songs of Favorite Worst Nightmare with like any other first six songs of like literally any other album, like I think that Favorite Worst Nightmare would like win like any of them. But like D's for Dangerous, like the duet between Alex and Matt on vocals and the way they like, I honestly couldn't believe that it was only 2 minutes long
No, yeah, I
after
could.
hearing it so
Yeah.
much.
Also, a really cool
Like
title like album title drop like.
the album title drop, it was so hype. Like again, Arctic Monkeys were like some of the first albums that it's like I fully listened to on my own. Hearing that, it like turned on it. Okay, that was almost the wrong wording. I was gonna say
Turned
that it
on
turned me
segment.
on.
Of,
It turned me on.
It turned
It
on
turned me
it.
on to like. It turned me on to like just like out like this is what albums can be. This is what you can achieve. You
Mm.
know,
we
like
all
D's for Dangerous was so like it's one of the best hype songs ever. After Brian Storm and after Brian Storm and Teddy Figure, they just found a way to keep going. So I had to pick D's for Dangerous. It's so
Fair, yeah.
underrated. Up next we have the fifth songs. Wait, no, sorry, I was looking wrong. For round two, we have the seventh songs from Pinkerton and Is This It? by Weezer and The Strokes, respectively. So that is El Scorcho by Weezer versus Last Night by The Strokes.
Hold up, I need to.
I don't even know. I literally don't even know.
Hold up, I gotta.
Because Last Night's overplayed, but it's so good. I remember first listening to it and the feeling I got first listening to it. But El Scorcho is also just really good.
Here, I gotta listen to El Scorcho again.
Because, I mean, it was newer to me and it would sound really amazing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But now El Scorcho, I'd say it's because it's less overplayed, but it's really difficult. I mean, part of me just wants, I don't know, it's a pretty much tie.
Yeah. I like El Scorcho a lot. Listening to it again, I want to re-listen to Pinkerton. Like, really cool. It sounds really good, but I would have to give it to Last Night. Really
Yeah, actually, I'm
nostalgic
gonna make
song
it
for
Last
me.
Night. Yeah.
And I've
I don't know.
heard it so many times and it hasn't gone down. But I would pick Last Night. Not that El Scorcho's bad, but I like Last Night more. Oh, baby,
Oliver really followed the crowd.
Literally,
No.
I don't know for this one. It's so hard. It's like my brain is like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. I quit. I'm done.
For me, for a while, I didn't really like El Scorcho that much. I didn't like the beat and how it was so weird with like the dun 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 dun
It definitely
dun.
takes a bit. It's definitely most like un. It's most like
It's unconventional.
unconventional one on Pinkerton.
And like how, but then it's like everyone says that it's like it's the most obvious banger. Like it's definitely easily like the number one for me. It's still at the bottom of my list. It's like, even though now I do like it, I think it's a great song now. It's still at the bottom of my Pinkerton ranking.
Yeah.
That being said, I never liked Last Night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's annoying the way it's like it starts off good with like the dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun. You know, it's like it's kind of nostalgic. It fits in with the rest of the album. And then Julian starts like ratcheting. Last night, she said, like, like, Julian, brother, you don't have to do all that. Kind of kills the vibe. I don't like it that
Okay.
much.
Me
You killing
personally,
the
it
vibe.
adds like I like the. I mean, it's not like my favorite, but I think it works with kind of the energy of the song. I like it, the way his vocal delivery, but I can understand how it'd be annoying.
So I'd give it to El Scorcho. If you had asked me again, like back when I first heard these albums, I might have said Last Night back then too. But so,
Mm-hmm.
and now for the third and final round, the fifth songs off of Eminem's Slim Shady LP and TV Girls Who Really Cares. That being 97 Bonnie and Clyde by Eminem versus Not Allowed by TV Girl.
Ooh.
It's literally so hard.
I need to
bro.
re-listen. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna be right back. Nobody say anything yet because I it's gonna pick up this on the recording. I need to listen to these two. I mean, I know what both of them. I just need to get a quick refresher on Not Allowed. I mean, I've heard it a lot, but okay, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I got it.
I got mine too. I got mine.
Well, I guess so I went to refresh. I started playing Not Allowed because I just recently heard 97 Bonnie and Clyde, and like literally I started getting like goosebumps all over my body, and like I like my heart, not my heart sank, but like I've never like it's not like I've been through a feeling like that, but like some of the lyrics on that song, it's just so like the whole album Who Really Cares is excellent, but this album, this song especially, like you don't know how long I could stare into your picture and wish that it was me, which could be related to relationships or other things, but and there's so many other lyrics in there, but I mean it's hard because 97 Bonnie and Clyde is like the best song on Slim Shady LP, and it's such amazing atmosphere and storytelling, and the chorus is good too, so it's really really close, but just Not Allowed has a special place in my heart.
For me, um, Not Allowed. I think it's like okay. I like it. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. But like, if you ask anyone else, they'll like it a lot more than I do. I know that that's like one of their more popular songs.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it never fully stood out. I mean, like again, like it's catchy. Like I can think of what it sounds like right now, which is like a sign of a good song, even though I don't listen to it that much. But again, I'm not crazy about it. 97 Bonnie and Clyde. Like I think the strongest part of the Slim Shady LP is that it has some of the best storytelling in an album that isn't like a full-on like concept slash opera
Yeah.
album. And the way it ties into the album cover, like makes it one of my favorite album covers of all time. But like that song is legendary. The storytelling, the wickedness, like it's like quintessential like Eminem, but also like almost like artistry in general, which sounds very like snobbish. Like, oh, this is like art. If you haven't heard this, you don't like it. Like, you don't know art. But like, it's just like it shows how much you can do with like these mediums, you know, and like this combination.
No, yeah,
I
that's
love it
fair. And
a lot.
like if you I think 97 Bonnie and Clyde is the better song. I just personally like Not Allowed more. Just like I don't know. Yeah. I can see both ways. But yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they have different like
Yeah.
strengths with because like with Bonnie and Clyde, amazing production, amazing lyrics, amazing storytelling, just like amazing everything, especially with how it ties into like later songs like Kim
Mhm.
off Marshall Mathers Help You. But then Not Allowed, like TV Girls known, especially on that album, for like having like the craziest samples, like how they like found this,
Yeah.
like how they found the sample on Not Allowed, and like all that production. And again, TV Girl has some of my favorite, like some of my favorite lyrical storytelling, especially on Who Really Cares. So again, uh, it's just the fact that it's going up against Eminem, Bonnie and Clyde.
Mhm.
But yeah, Oliver.
Yeah, yeah, so I don't know. It was very difficult, but I think I like the feeling that Not Allowed gives is really good, but it's definitely not my favorite off Who Really Cares. I'm not as big fans of sample I am in this one as on the other one, as some of the other songs. So I think it was really hard, but I'm gonna have to give it to 97 Bonnie and Clyde. It's just what you said about it tying into the album, it is like, it literally, I feel like 97 Bonnie and Clyde is the Slim Shady LP. Like, that's what this album was like. That's what made this album. He made it. Not, it would still be a great album without it. But just, it's so dark and atmospheric. I don't know, it's really good. But yeah, it just kind of, I'm pretty much everything that you said, Ignacio. I don't know, it's the way it fits into the album, and the album cover is just perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Drumroll,
Up
please.
up next, which artist do you think would win in a fight? Taylor Swift or Charlie XCX?
Okay, we need to pull up the stats.
Okay, 1 second. So edit this out. Edit this out.
Jamie. Yeah.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Okay, so let me look up. Let me up with Charlie
Show me the
XCX
facts. Show me the stats.
My money like
body
Lizzo, my
stat.
pockets are fat.
Wobbly wiggly wobbly.
Never ask for a woman's weight, so I just look it up instead. Not bra
ChatGPT.
size. I don't need that. Unless.
Here, you could look up one of them. I could look up the other one if you want.
Okay, so I'm at Charlie XCX.
Let's go to Taylor Swift.
I have to just switch 55 kilograms to.
Okay. You want to go first? Actually, I'll go first because it's in pounds. So, AI overview on Google says Taylor Swift's reported height is 5'10", and her weight is around 119 pounds.
And how old is she?
She is 35, pushing 40, by the way.
Okay.
So she's got some. I like. She is taller. Not too much like size, like, but she is taller. But what is? How about Charlie XCX?
So Charlie XCX is 5'3", weighing around 121 pounds. She is 33 years young.
Okay. As much okay, look. As much as I don't like Taylor Swift, I think
How tall is she?
Taylor Swift is 5'10", around the same weight. So as long as what I'm picturing in my brain is that if Charlie XCX can like get like a running like kind of like football tackle on Taylor Swift, I feel like she'd be able to like get her on the ground, and I feel like she's probably been in more fights because I feel like Taylor Swift doesn't like really is.
Honestly, not. Charlie XCX winning. She's been in like the underground like like electronic scene, and she's been like in clubs getting
Good
like
point. She's been in the
She-
clubs.
Taylor
We gotta
Swift
listen.
has
We
been
gotta.
on a
We
Christmas
gotta.
tree
We
farm
gotta.
to like she's good at dancing. But if I have any bet that Charlie XCX can like has like more like I don't know. I feel like Taylor Swift does not know how to fight at all. And I'm not saying that I don't know how to fight at all, but Charlie XCX I feel like has to at least have some more like with the places she's been like the club. I feel like she has to have much more of an thing. So I'm thinking Charlie XCX is winning
Because like,
because
and that's
she's
what I'm
like
saying.
yeah.
We're looking at like height, weight, like the strength, the speed, but what are the feats?
Yeah.
The feats, the hacks, basically, because again, like Taylor's all high and mighty in her private jets,
Good
like
Yeah.
point.
she's soloing the planet, but is she soloing Charlie? Listen, if you've seen Charlie's videos, she fell off of a jet. She like just like tanked it.
Dude, and yeah, in the
She
Von Dutch music
like
video, right? No, that was
yeah,
not.
and then
Yeah, she like.
and then like and then like on the Crash album cover, she got hit by a car, covered in blood, and she's still aura farming. She can she can tank this stuff. Taylor's like in the jet. Charlie's like getting mauled by it and still like standing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like I think it's
Even though
Charlotte.
it's
It's
like
Charlotte.
a really large like height advantage, it's similar weight, and I feel like, and it would be weight like if you look at an unboxing standpoint, it's a weight class. So I feel like Charlie XCX would win. Like she has more, like Albert was saying, more experience. So I would say Charlie XCX.
Me too.
What about you, Oliver?
Yeah, Charlie XX easily. I just like, you really think? You
Yeah,
really
she's
think
about
Taylor-
that life, you know.
You think? Yeah. Do you really think Taylor Swift's gonna? Yeah.
It's a brat versus a showgirl.
I know. Exactly.
You're a chihuahua in a little purse. It's romantic.
All right.
Okay. Up next, Dan Auerbach of the Black Keys versus Jack White of the White Stripes.
I'll look up.
I can
Let's strike
look
him
up
with the
Dan.
irons
You can
cold.
look
I'll
up.
look up Jack White.
So coming in at Dan corner, the D corner, he is 5'8",
Mm-hmm.
185 pounds.
Okay.
He is 46 years old.
Okay. Jack White. This is the AI overview again, so I don't know how accurate it is, but there's a conflicting information regarding Jack White's height and weight, with some sources listing his height as 6'7" and his weight at 222 pounds, and other sources suggesting that his height is 6'2". I think he's 6'2". I don't know where they're getting 6'7" from.
Yeah.
Okay, wrong. Fuck you, AI. It says Jack White, the basketball player. Who the fuck is this person? Who is Jack White, the basketball player? Okay, so Jack White, the musician, is 6'2". He's 6'2". I think he's like around 210. That's what it is. And then how old he is? Jack White age. He's 50. And how old is Dan Auerbach?
46.
Okay.
Honestly, let me look at Dan Auerbach. Honestly, if I had to guess, 5'8", I don't know. I guess it's not the insane thing. I'd give it to Jack White.
Yeah, I'd also give it to Jack White.
Jack White.
And I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
Dan Auerbach is muscular, but like Jack White just has the weight advantage, the height advantage. I don't know. He is a little bit older, but
It's a very even though. I will say it's a very even
Jack
matchup.
White's low-key kind of ripped.
Yeah, Jack. Let's all look up Jack White shirt now.
Okay, he's not ripped, but he's not like extremely skinny. He's not like. Okay, yeah, Jack White's winning this. Yeah, okay, at least in my opinion. I don't know. I don't.
Okay. Again, guys, I think you need to think about the feats and the hacks. Okay.
I think Jack White's got good feats too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen. Jack White can duplicate instruments. Have you guys seen the
Oh.
artist behind the button?
Oh, yeah.
Infinite drums, infinite guitars. He's got that. However,
Can't
in the
consider an
Black
hour
Keys-
back. Nah.
He's got
in
laser.
the Black Keys music videos, yeah, like he and Pat Carney soloed a bunch of kids in laser tag, but also
Okay.
in the Your Touch music video, he literally died, became a ghost, and just shrugged it off.
Okay.
He set his life an hour back. So like, listen. Like,
Well, if he becomes a
Wait,
ghost, he
he
can't
said-
do anything though. So I think Jack White still wins.
okay.
Okay,
I mean, yeah.
I say Jack White wins unless they're in a laser tag, and then he's getting destroyed.
Then he's getting beat by Dan Aykroyd.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, he's crazy in laser tag. Okay. Up next we have Drake versus Kendrick. You know what though? Kendrick's so short. I think we should just have Kendrick and Adonis versus Drake.
All right, I need to look up stats on Adonis.
sure.
Wait, that might not look good in my search history. How tall is this kid? How much does this kid weigh?
I'm gonna look up how tall he is.
Wait, I'll just look at how old he is. Adonis age. And we'll just say for this hypothetical that Adonis is on team Kendrick. Like he's
Drake,
Yes.
Adonis is around 3'9", 3'10". I don't know where these people are.
okay, so he's 8 years old right now. He's 8 years
Okay.
old. His birthday is in October, so I think he's around 8 years
Okay,
old.
Drake, age and weight.
I'll look up Kendrick.
38 years old. I second wait for yours, yeah. So, age 38 years old.
What were you looking at?
Drake.
Okay,
Height 5'11" and a half. So almost
basically
6 feet.
6 foot. Yeah.
He probably tells us everybody he's 6 foot, even 6'1", honestly. Weight 200 pounds.
Okay. So Kendrick Lamar, this is AI overview again. You know how I feel about AI overview, but he's 38 years old.
Okay. Yeah.
He is 5'5" or 5'6". We'll just say he's 5'6", and we'll say Drake's 6 foot, and he is often listed at around 150 pounds. So Drake has a 6-inch height, 6-inch height advantage, and a 50-pound weight advantage. But do we think?
And he's got a snake on his side.
Drake has. Yeah, look, that's the thing. Drake has a built-in weapon. His Drake snake is as long as Kendrick is tall.
What are we doing? Okay, so
We lost the fly.
I was about to say they should just whip it out, and if they whip it out, then Drake wins.
Not
but
with Adonis.
not
with Adonis.
Not with Adonis. Adonis, close your
no,
eyes. Adonis,
no.
get out of here. But okay,
So, are we gonna say that Drake couldn't beat up Adonis because his mental wouldn't allow him to, or are we not putting that? Like, we're not putting he's not Adonis isn't his son anymore.
yeah, we'll say it's not his son, and for some reason he just
What's
hates the kid.
17 more years? I can always start again.
So it's an 8-year-old, and I think Drake beats Kendrick Lamar. I mean, I don't know how good Drake is at fighting, but I think he beats Kendrick Lamar either way. We're going with just fighting, no weapons and stuff, just the base thing. Adonis could make things a little bit interesting, but I still think Drake would win, against the two of them.
Honestly, I think a blood-hungry 8-year-old, okay, if you really tried, could make some serious damage.
No, because he could go and. Oh wait, I actually picture.
Honestly,
I'm
think with Adonis, it could be pretty fair. If not,
I'm picturing this.
at
So
least
Adonis runs up and bites Drake hand. He's like, get off me. Oh my gosh. And then and then Kendrick does a slide tackle. And then Drake's like,
I should have seen that one coming.
he's right behind me, isn't he?
Someone make an animation of that, please. I'm talking to the 10 people who watch this podcast, and then the 2 people who actually get this far.
Okay, again, we need to think of the feats, right? So, Drake has a built-in weapon, a built-in flail, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a
Yeah.
built-in mace.
Mace.
However, we know Kendrick can go Super Saiyan. Mustard.
Oh,
And
we're bringing
and-
in mustard. in
during the rap beef, during the Kendrick versus Drake beef, in one of the songs, he told Adonis that he would train him. So imagine having 2 Super Saiyans.
Dude.
the
Drake doesn't
ways of
have
the
a chance.
mustard power.
Drake doesn't have a chance against 2 Super Saiyans, even if they're a little short.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think Drake versus Kendrick. Drake wins, but Drake versus Kendrick and Adonis. I think Kendrick and Adonis win. Drake versus Kendrick whipping out the meat. I don't know if Okay, what am I talking about? Yo, can we move to the next fight? I've gone too far.
You said so. Up next, Fantano versus Logic.
Okay, look up. I'll get Logic. Why
I'll get
not?
Fantano. All right, so
Okay, what the fuck do you mean there's no availability? Okay, I'm gonna ask this again. I'm gonna ask Microsoft Edge. 'Cause this fucker's unavailable. Logic, height, weight, and age. Okay, I got it.
okay, I'll go first. Anthony Fantano's height is reported as both 6'1" and 6'3". So we'll just say 6'1". He's 39 years old, and there's no available weight. I think he's a little bit more like he's built. He's not skinny. He's more built. So I would
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
say he's like around 200, 210 maybe. Yeah, I think he's around like 210 because I saw the video where he was squatting for the brat thing. Like he was doing like, it was honestly crazy. He's actually kind of thick. So I probably. Yeah, probably like 215. Yeah, that's what I would guess his weight.
Logic's height is 5'9".
Mm-hmm.
He weighs 159 pounds, 34 years old. Here's my idea. Logic has got he's got. I mean, let me look at images. He's got some muscle. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let me see Logic.
He's got a decent bit of muscle. He's also skinnier and younger. You know what I mean? But he also has like the height disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean he has muscle, but
not.
I like.
Still think
I feel like
Anthony
he'd be
Fantano
better.
with being bigger and like taller could probably still win. But I will say it could be it will be difficult though.
Okay, let me show you the video of Anthony Fantano squatting.
I think I've seen that one. Yeah, he's a big brody man. So I think Anthony Fantano is probably gonna win.
The thing with I think where Anthony Fantano could succeed is I feel like he could rage bait Logic into being like really mad. I don't know if they have I don't know much about it, but I feel like he could rage bait.
They used to.
Okay, if they used to, I don't know if he'll be able to. Okay, if they're cool now, I think this is relatively close, but I give it to Fantano. I don't know how Logic's fighting skills are. If he's name accurate, maybe he'd be able to win if he uses if he's good at Logic, but you never know.
Okay, my thing here is this, right? I don't know if I should say this.
Say it, bro. Let it rip.
Okay, look. So, again, feats and hacks. Logic has the pass, right? I don't know what that'll do, but you could use it. Also, Logic confessed in the song once that he, in the past, plotted ways to kill Fantano. Have you guys seen that?
What?
You guys seen that? The beef was so deep that after seeing Fantano's reviews, he was up at night thinking of ways to kill him.
Type of shit Eminem would do it in his song, dude.
and then after they were cool, he put that song out. However, all Fantano has to do is put on the red flannel and it's curtains for Logic. He doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh no, yeah, I think Fantano's winning.
Yeah, I think Fantano wins. Yeah,
a lot buffer than Logic, I think.
I guess.
Should we go on?
Yeah.
Should we go on to the next one?
Yep.
Up next, Jimi Hendrix versus Tim Henson.
Yeah, I can get Jimi Hendrix.
I'll get Tim Henson.
I don't know that much about either of these people.
The thing is,
I've heard of them. I don't know much.
Okay, so Jimi Hendrix was 5'10", 154 pounds, and because how old is Tim Henson?
31.
Let's say they're
both 30?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, let's say he's, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Age kind of doesn't really matter, but I mean, they're 30 and 31 because.
Yeah.
Old. Okay, so what about Tim Henson?
Tim Henson is 5'9". He is estimated weight. One user on a Reddit thread in 2020 estimated his weight at around 150.
Okay.
How deep was he in, bro? I mean, it was probably just mentioned that he's, but yeah, 150 pounds, and yeah, 5'9", 150, 31 years old. This is gonna be actually a pretty even fight. Although I think I know.
I think Tim Henson.
Tim Henson.
Cause look, I've seen some images of him, and he's got some decent muscles. And they both, I feel like both of them are kind of like, see, I don't know about the feats. You know what I mean?
How would they like meet up? I feel like Tim Henson would be practicing some like polyrhythmic like scale triads and on his guitar, and then Jimi Hendrix would walk in. I feel like how the beef could start is like he's like smashing Jimi Hendrix for
If they
some
both
reason.
had their guitars on each other, Jimi Hendrix would win. Because Jimi Hendrix.
No,
is just,
yeah,
like,
okay, yeah, with guitars, Jimi Hendrix would win. Yeah.
yeah. You do a solo, like a solo battle, and then Jimi Hendrix would just hit him with the guitar. That's my theory. But I don't know, Jimmy. I've seen some Tim Henson, and he looks pretty muscular. You know what I mean? That's
I
why
thought he
I
was
think.
skinny.
Really? I guess I don't know.
He's got a little bit of muscle, although he looks skinny though.
Yeah, never mind. He does look skinny. They're both skinny because they both just spend their time playing guitar all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, he looks pretty skinny.
But I think Tim Henson is definitely more like delicate. You know what I mean? Because Jimi Hendrix is going crazy on the guitar.
Yeah, and
You know
then
what I
Tim
mean?
Henson's
So
doing like he's got really delicate fingers, and
Yeah. I think maybe Jimi Hendrix.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix would have more experience.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
It's pretty close though.
Close though. It's close. They're pretty similar builds.
Like, dude, you
know?
got any?
You know, Tim
Yeah.
Henson is Jimi Hendrix rebirthed. We know it.
I'm kind of out of my league with this one, but if Jimi Hendrix is here in his prime, I guess, fighting Tim Henson, that means he time traveled. If he has time travel, I think he has to win, right?
Good point. Yeah, I didn't think about
He
that.
could just go back. Like, it's like Jimi Hendrix could just go back in time, bag Tim Henson's mom, and then boom.
Tim
you know,
Henson,
like
Tim
he's just
Henson is
fucking-
black.
Easy.
Yeah. I think Jimi Hendrix wins that, especially if he uses his guitar as a weapon. That is,
Yeah, I think
Like,
I think bass Tim Henson and Jimi Hendrix, if they were there, like if we don't bring in the time travel thing, I feel like Jimi Hendrix would win. I feel like he'd win, but it'd be close. But with the time traveling, like you said, I feel like I definitely could see definitely Jimi Hendrix.
okay. I'm ready for the final round.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who would win in a fight? The fight is Noel versus Liam Gallagher
Okay.
from Oasis.
I guess I'll pull up
Brothers.
their weights and
I
heights.
think they both start like getting too angry at each other, and they both honestly just start yelling at each other, and then like they'd be like, no, actually, I don't know how they actually sound. I forgot how they sound, but
No, I
honestly-
one could picture one of them being like, "Don't look back in anger," and one of them like rage baiting the other one, like
yeah.
one of them was like singing the song lyrics, and the other one's getting more pissed. Wait, I'll look up Noel Gallagher.
Honestly, I think they're low-key just gonna like try to run at each other, and then both slip on their own shoelaces and just fall flat against the floor and just like give up.
Let's be honest.
And then they quit.
yeah.
No, and then they'll quit for a while, and they'll come back again to fight each other.
They'll
just for, like,
they'll do a
little bit.
tour, sell the tickets
Yeah.
really high, play
And
mediocre music, and
Then they'll come back and then fall off again.
yeah.
What's your hypothesis, Ignacio?
In my opinion, they both lose because they're in Oasis.
Oh.
Agree.
No matter how you slice it, they both lose.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think that's the end of that conversation. And let's see if there's
Yeah,
another
that's-
fight, but yeah. All right, Ant versus Luca. Who's nah?
It's a three-way fight. Nate versus Oliver versus me. Who's winning?
Let's just hug.
Let's just hug
I
it
just
out.
hug it out.
Let's just hug it
I
out.
just hug it out.
Why didn't any of the other
Hey.
people who were fighting like think about that? You know?
Yeah.
I know. Like, love wins.
I feel like one could picture Jimi Hendrix and Tim Henson hugging.
Yeah, I think
I feel like that would be a
they
pretty
both
like
love guitar so much. I think they'd love each other. You know?
yeah.
I think music wins all. I think
I could picture a gay relationship there. I could see one brewing.
This
I
has
can see
gotta
one.
be This is
It's
the
one
most cursed Han
caramelized.
Show episode out of all of them.
What? What made it so cursed? Was it the Drake using his snake against? Was it? Was it Logic plotting ways to kill Fantano? Or the cute relationship between Jimi Hendrix versus
Or maybe it was the fact we didn't get any cholesterol tests.
Yeah, we need a
The
cholesterol
end.
test. now. Hold up, his writing is this fire.
Hold up.
Hold up, his his cholesterol test is this fire.
Wow, that was well. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to say. It is currently 2:22 a.m. We've been recording for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this clip farming podcast. If you have any other like things like this you want us to talk about in another podcast to make shorts out of, please leave them in the comments. We'll credit you for everything. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.
Bye.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty, thirsty.
We've come full circle.